going to see some Revenant gameplay?
I hope to God no. I'm going to be honest. I hope from the bottom of my heart we don't see Revenant anywhere near ALGS because I don't see Revenant anywhere near ALGS because I do not want to hear all the TikTok kids that told me Revenant is the best character in the world in my comment section and told me to go fucking quit and retire because I said Revenant's bad. I don't want to hear them saying how good he is now. I refuse to deal with that in my TikTok comment section. I will delete my app and will delete my account. I can't deal with that. I don't want to hear the kid from fucking Xbox who's like so telling me how he's been tap stripping on Revenant since Season 0. I don't want to hear that. So I'm hoping to God we don't see any Revenant at all. And I want to say this, AD, Greek. AD, we are a fan favorite of AD.
Stands.
They are absolute aim gods, movement gods. They are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal at the game. And I'm going to be honest, they've been struggling in scrims, but their mechanics carry them on low ping, bro. They are so talented when it comes to gunplay. And I feel like low-key overall, AD is the most talented mechanical team. And I love that. I love seeing them back in this lobby. I love that we're able to cast them. And I also want to talk about Singularity. They have
That's the RPR bunny costume poster. What's up, Steve? What's up, Steve? Top 3.
In Sweden, there was one team that played as a duo, and it was Team Singularity.
Yep.
And they are here now, in full strength, ready to show.
I got TSM.
I do too.
Looking really good. Optic. I think it's going to do really well.
But they are very aggressive.
And then honestly, I'm not sure.
Oh yes, they love
not
fighting,
sure for
and they're
3.
very, very good at it too. One of the most talented South American teams for sure, easily. I mean, I've known Arden since the beginning, dude. I've been watching him for a long time. He's always in my stream, always talking. He's a great, great dude. But one thing I have to say is that when they missed him as a duo, bro, even if they got a sub, Arden's very hard to replace. You know what I mean?
It's very large shoes to fill.
Yeah, exactly. It's very hard. And sadly today, chat, there are going to be many subs, so we'll have to talk about that later down the line. Fennel will be playing as a duo, sadly. They had a very unfortunate circumstance when it came to testing. And then we have also IG sub.
Fennel's a duo.
Sub. And then we have GMT.
Fennel's one of my favorites from APAC North.
So he will not be playing today. But
and then Ross.
The boy, the fucking
Ramboski.
the MILF hunter himself, Ramboski, hopping in from Torrent as a sub for IG, which is absolutely phenomenal to see. I think that's a great pickup for them to have 3-3 sensitivity, turning like a human sentry gun, beaming kids on IG.
Like a human sentry gun.
6 as well, playing with a substitute.
Am I not in this? Because my team didn't.
Another team I want to point out, Zeta Division. They are some underdogs.
Sweet started to scream at the top of his lungs. Oop, we missed the sweet cam. Unlucky. Let's go check a little bit of the main cam right now.
With an audience that will only get crazier as we go on throughout the weekend. It has been literal years in the making. And
Good, they give it the 75. Very much appreciate it. Jenny Burton. I think I'm glad he's able to play this time. I was really bummed that we didn't get to see him play.
Starting in just a couple of minutes. All those teams, all those banners will be playing in our Group C versus D matchup. This is the first. A versus B are playing in our secondary stream, but that's a good time to kind of highlight that a little bit more. For those who were not watching Sweden, you missed out. Whether there was a green screen or not, there is definitely an opportunity to bring the two who are in charge of that meme back, and they are upstairs in this venue. Nicewig and Greek God running all of your.
Duke's locked in. Look at him. He's focused. He's focused.
The electricity that comes from that commentary is something that you just can't get anywhere else.
He's playing Type Racer right now.
He's amazing on a microphone. So that is
came out of nowhere with like a 47 kill game.
The Wig's stream is just better.
On that last game, Greek. The one where Complexity was running Mirage. And they qual from the depths of hell.
It was so funny.
I mean, dude, the
This POV are you gonna watch mainly? I'm probably gonna watch stream 2. Game start.
Is gonna struggle at first, because I don't think they have much LAN experience, but I think they're gonna settle in a little later.
Yeah,
and they're gonna get more.
Hoping for 100 T win. I don't mind 100 T win. I like those boys a lot.
Okay, so here we go, baby.
Game number
one starting. We are live.
Hardeki, you think he has to be one of the best 1v1 scenarios? It is near impossible to beat him. Near impossible to beat him. I promise that. Sub or a coach? It's a coach slash sub. Like most coaches are the sub.
Here for game number one on the official ALGS stream. My name's Jack. This is Greek. This is Greek.
Oh my
this guy right here, this
Thank you, gamer.
is Greek. We will be
Take
going
it all
at
off your
it for
hands.
7 hours. hours today. We got 12
You'll be
games.
seeing a lot of us.
Appreciate
a lot
it.
of us. We have 12 games to cast. We get game number 1 going
Appreciate
on
it. Oh
World's
my
Edge.
goodness,
And
I
I
have
talk
food.
again about the back and forth that we're going to see on World's Edge and Stormpoint. Teams do better on
I
certain
get to
maps
eat.
according to their comp. And I want a team comp
Bigger
to
no
switch
come?
up.
Ashwig.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to see most
boy.
here on World's Edge, Greek?
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Caustic and a lot of Watson here on World's Edge.
Yep.
I'm excited to see the different regions.
What's up, Christina?
They rock out here.
Yep.
Just looking at a couple of pictures, I am seeing some Caustics.
Yep.
Look at this from Otic. Ash, Revenant, Seer.
Oh,
They really just put a hat down, put random legends in, and picked it with their
Furia
toes.
rocking the Maggie.
Oh my
Ash,
God.
Rev,
Is
Seer.
that
Oh my
Maggie?
god.
It's insane.
100 Thieves, one of the only teams rocking Newcastle and Watson.
Yeah, I would love to talk about that a little bit. Newcastle, Watson, Valk.
And Furia with the Champ Squad flex.
Wow.
No, you're good. What's the difference between the LAN LGS and this LGS? This is, so the last one in Sweden
that we're going to see a lot of different zones
was like a qualifier for this one too. This one's just bigger. That one was a $1 million tournament. This one's a $2 million tournament.
We have Fennel rocking as the duo, but I think we're going to tune in over to Dark Zero.
It's essentially just another one.
Any contests?
I wonder, do you think there's going to be anyone contesting? Don't forget, you don't really want to contest on LAN chat because the money that is at stake, you do not want to dial spawn.
So Furia also landing in Countdown.
Yeah, but it's also 3 free KP if you're just objectively better.
Good armors here.
Yep.
As you know, you push the button in the middle, and it's guaranteed.
Am I ever going to play an ALGS? Probably.
Triple blue, maybe 2 purple.
Eventually, that's the goal, you know.
Yeah.
But they're going to be stacked leaving Countdown here.
Chat, I need
Furia turning into a fan favorite and also pioneering the Maggie meta. So, thanks a lot for that, Watson. Don't like you.
Thank you very much.
I'm just kidding. He's chill, but like,
we did test it out. Now, like I said, we do have
he's the main reason we have to play in a Seer meta, so.
And here we go. South side zone, maybe a little landslide or backside beacon action here. What do we think?
Already won the $3 million tourney, so that's why they aren't having it. True.
Wow. What a pull.
I was there for that 1v3 chat. That was really nice, man.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. So we're going to see a bottom side beacon building coming out of staging here, most likely. And a lot
Are you going to play for TSM? Of course.
Overall, when it comes down to this movement.
Naughty Skittles Burton. Good list. It's a good list.
And when we were in Sweden, chat, the guns in the crafter are.
Am I going to run my own games again? I have no idea.
I'm interested to see how many teams.
Wait, I don't know if that's true.
Crafting those guns because we all know the wingman. That thing smacks.
I will be honest, if you're an advocate for the wingman,
I don't know if that's true.
Thank you so much for fighting for the right cause because wingman needs to go. Something needs to happen. Something needs to happen with the wingman. It is just nonstop. I'm so tired of just getting spammed with 37,000 wingman shots from across the map with fucking 500 ammo, just spraying nonstop. I do think putting the crafter was a good first step, but I think they needed to raise up the cost a little bit. There's no way I should be getting 30 goo, 30 Fortnite material, 30 V-Bucks, and crafting a wingman, dude, for 700 damage shooting 3 shots. I just don't think that's fair.
A lot of people are saying the game audio is a little low.
Okay, so we're
cool, Dan.
I wouldn't do that, but
yeah, no, that's okay. I'll do it. My bad.
The boys over at GMT rocking the Watson Seer Valk. Interesting comp. We're seeing a lot more Seer lately. You know, it is slowly creeped its way into the meta.
Right down the street from them in Raleigh. Gotta stop by. Oh, you really do.
Making them a lot more confident and not being able to get ratted. Throwing down that Seer ult to have unlimited wall hacks for I'm not sure how long.
Subs have been messed up.
It's a very, very pivotal role in a team fight.
Yeah.
We see SNG and SSG early rotating.
Cool, Dan. Who you got? Who's your top 3?
We got Luminosity.
And don't forget, chat. Sadly, 2 of the LG players could not make it to the tournament. So Enemigo is going to be the lone man standing on LG. But we're going to have Monsoon and Shiny, 2 really solid pickups for LG, picking up the 2 Complexity boys, who I think are both phenomenal fill-ins. I know it's going to be tough because they don't know the strats, etc. But if there's anyone that can fill big shoes, bro, it's Monsoon.
Yep. I know he's eager to play at LAN.
Yes.
You know, I know Monsoon pretty well, and he was upset that he wasn't able to make Sweden. But I think he's going to take this chance and opportunity to get some good games in.
You guys here? 24 players.
I know he's excited to be here.
24 players couldn't play due to visa or COVID issues. Of the 120.
Mechanically, when it comes to Apex, he knows how to just perform in fights.
C9 energy complexity.
He knows when to pull out.
He is Mr. Jittering himself.
He really is Mr. Jittering. Monsoon
plays
a mouse pad, and he's like, I'm not kidding, dude. He's literally like, this is a mouse. His mouse is this. He's just jerking it off like this the whole time. He's just fucking doing that the whole time with the mouse. It's pretty weird to see. I mean, it works out for him. He plays also low sensitivity. So he's like doing this, dude. He's hitting the Dougie while he's playing the whole time. His arms must be shredded.
Love reps,
Now,
but do not love him on Maggie.
As we move forward here, we're going to see teams start to
I
take
was
spots
really caught
over on
off
this side of
guard
the map. We see
by their
SSG
comp.
opting for the building inside on the bottom with
I haven't
Boston.
really been watching scrims. I haven't been seeing how it's working for them, but like,
I don't know who it is. It's AD.
what the hell is that, man?
AD, where are they fighting at? I don't even know where that is. AD right here fighting over the backside. And 2 men down for Brew M United. And they're going to be going down here most likely. Appraiser, the last one alive. Can he get the reset over? The Crypto does come out with the ultimate here as they're going to try to get the reset. He's just picking up attachments. My man is all over the place. He is shaking.
A little nervy, a little nervy.
I'm interested to see if AD looks to push this.
It doesn't
It's the
look like
first
AD
res.
want to push this because there's probably teams around that they know they get aggressive.
The Crypto is out in the open, though. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the res on him.
Yeah, the Crypto is the most important one to get the res on as well because he can get the banners, etc. He is going for it right now. He looks pretty safe. Are they going to get the reset?
Getting the res here. The shot's
And
ready
charge
to get from
rifle.
the charge rifle.
Oh, no. The charge rifle stopping the res.
And he's
the
dead.
banner's going to be popped. And he's gone. AD does get the kill. Parker getting the kill on
I don't know what Tush is doing. Probably a domestic beverage.
I wonder, do you think AD takes the aggressive approach on the duo now?
Yeah, I mean, Boomerang United.
Oh my God.
I like AD too. AD is one of my favorite teams.
I
I don't think they're gonna do well, but like,
they're most likely gonna have to play this out as a duo and just hold their ground.
Oh my God! I mean, look at this, dude. They are getting Crypto ulted after Crypto ulted. The one counter to Watson is gonna be the Crypto ultimate here, and they just got 2 in a row. The pound special coming out for the Crypto boys.
TSM free optic C9. Gotcha.
Watching the situations when you do have a.
You know, all those teams are in the shop.
Like Crypto,
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're pro teams.
Bro, I'm looking out for
Playing
the
in
feedback.
this.
They're saying they only hear me in one side of the headphone.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God, they're lucky. I have to hear you all the time.
That's what I'm saying about Maggie. You feel like
All right, well, we have
Reset doesn't add anything. You get to queue a bubble, but like Gibby on land isn't as prominent.
We're gonna have PVX looking for some shots down below
So.
on the staging. We have Dark Zero not in a great spot as they're gonna be sitting underneath the crane and the bridge.
In the 50, yeah, tickets are super cheap.
Spot, especially with
Kind of caught me off guard.
I agree.
They have options on which ways they want to rotate here.
T9 TSM optic.
Yep.
Still alive. They're in
I
the
feel like
other
overall,
lobby, I
this is not an
think.
easy spot to hold, though. I do think you can do it.
Scars
The
as
teams
well.
above you do start to get
Go
aggressive
check out
and
what's
they
going on
got
over on
it.
Maincast. On FPS. They have they have group profile picture and it's awesome and I love it. Really good. I think everyone wants C9. I would like. I don't know if there's a team that I like actually really want to win. That's the weird thing, because I have friends on so many teams that I don't really. That's IG going down. Over to Yuko. I just had to pay for a hotel, that's why I'm not going. No, that's fair. Especially because hotels are probably really expensive around there right now with everyone going in. I forget Fnatic has a team, they're just APAC North. Oh! Ow! Oh. Oh, and he's gonna pick him out. Caustic. Oh, and it's Optic too. Some NA on NA crime right now. We got 2 of the top teams. And he's gonna be traded out in a 1-for-1 trade.
Optic Gaming making the rotation away from Big Mod as Verhost gets taken out. You see TSM now backing up a little bit. Reps now trying to kind of figure out whether they just want to disengage, and it looks like that is their decision right now. That is huge.
It's a rotate option too. They can't get a super quick res.
Survives a big misplay from the young legend in Verholst. He pushes a 2v1, gets knocked early, and did not do enough damage for Reps and Hal to follow up, and it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade.
Weegus get away. True. Watch this religiously, but my only hope is that everyone plays their heart out. Makes me mad. And no, that's not bad at all. I mean, that's kind of like what I want. Is I just want them to play well. I don't really care about. I don't really like. I don't have a strong preference on who wins. I just want people to play well and be like proud of their performance, you know. Maggie's a weird pick for this. I would agree. Best 3 paired on a team. I don't know who's got like the most stacked roster right now, because it's probably not NA. I don't know. There's a lot of really good teams this time around.
They should be clear to get this res. I don't know what type of loot that Duplex is going to be working with. Knocked the Apex Predator from our last.
Yeah, like they can get the res off, but I feel like FNC is just gonna int them. Yuka's like one of the few, or FNC is one of the few aggressive APAC North teams. And I don't know where they want to take it. It looks like. Extreme, pick the right one. What's up, Ian?
Go in shambles because they're nervous or take their 3v2.
With the Maggie picks? Yeah, I don't. Maggie Seer Combat Discovery, seen them so many times. Yeah, they've been running them in scrims, and then that means everyone and their mom is like, oh dude, it's a secret sauce, man. Really tough combo to make, like, to get any value from. Well, Seer's not hard to get value from, just hold your right click, but the Maggie's a tough one. I don't like her Q is really good. Her shotgun fighting really good because people aren't used to it. Like, remember when Octane came out? How he seemed really strong, even though he was like the worst he's ever been. But it's just because no one was used to shooting a faster character. Same with like Bangalore. So like when you stim, people couldn't hit you because they weren't used to the sped up, like to the faster speed. But now people are used to that and they're used to fighting it, and it's going to be the same with Maggie. She's going to have a useful period where people aren't used to her shotgun ability. But energy, I don't know. I mean, if they don't show it, I don't know.
So they're going to give some of that respect while playing underneath this building. Very common for a lot of these squads to share these floors, but the circle's pulling away from this spot.
What's up, Bobby? What's up, China? What's up, Eduardo? Good morning.
Some of those shots, they know that that's a white shield on the other side, so they're going to try to see where they're going to land afterwards. They get knocked from the skies. Oh, 1 IQ with the charge rifle. That has been a menace since the start of Storm. And they're not done yet.
Okay, like, yeah, it's great that you're putting out damage, but you kind of need that ammo too.
Squad playing with a Mexican player and Talus, who's such a talented individual.
Wait, Talus is there?
Wow, what a start for 1 IQ. 2 teams
1 IQ picking up Talus as a sub. I didn't know he was playing. Represent. Hope Talus does well.
Especially after seeing a lot of the action in the early game by those train tracks. We see Energy usually make that quick rotate, that kind of stations themselves over there, but it was 2 other teams that beat them to the punch. Now Team Liquid kind of holding back a little bit, seeing where this other squad's going to go, especially with the pressure that we've seen between these redeploys, especially those late 50-50 redeploys that could be incredibly risky.
That's right. Infinity, by the
See
way,
last minute ad. Yeah, he's a sub. He doesn't play with our roster. I didn't know he was. That's very cool. I didn't know he was playing.
Cinderella Story squad from Sweden, who qualified by a margin, and you saw them in tears backstage. One of the best videos I've had a chance to capture, I think, in my career. Sleep and Nelas, they're currently out with Ben, who's such a talented fragger for this team.
Yeah, but he's gonna be down in tunnel, which is tough. They're gonna be going into Skyhook in round 2. Have the crafter there, so if they can get banner, they can patch up. But they're getting chased too. I don't know why. This doesn't have a backpack. You don't always get one. It's bright. That's hard. Hard to see.
It is NRG for the first time on display here, looking to hunt for 2 kill points. And I love this decision from Sweet. He's starting strong with the aggression and talking to.
I think you had a problem with your visa? Yeah, something like that. What team am I on? I'm on no team. Nathan stuck Res? I suppose so. Oh, okay.
Godfire with the redeploy automatically. See the charge rifle off to the side there too. Another squad on the
Where's
other side
the
of Skyhook here. Could be so lethal when it comes to these redeploys to actually force them. Now that we've seen some Valkyrie changes.
That's the Battlefy.
That's right. They need to drop quick. Nelas won't make this unless he heals ASAP.
That's the Battlefy.
Significantly needs a pumper syringe immediately when he drops. That's why you see them not getting max distance. And he should be okay, I think. Nelas does not get it off. He gets knocked in the ring here. All up to Sleep to try and get this revive, but look at their heals. This beautiful overlay we got
I mean,
on our screen. I think he might be out of syringes.
Yeah,
He's out of syringes. What does Nalos have?
That you could find in the replicator here as the weekly loot. NRG taking a little note here saying, you know, we got the replicator right here too. So they're going to take their time.
NRG with 105 crafting. Actually going to be able to patch up. Get back in it. Oh. Charge rifle putting him down though.
Yeah, likely going to craft at least a wingman for this team. Looking around, seeing if they have one already. But Carr.
Craft someone closing photo team. Zone 2 started closing. Third team came in. That sounds about right. That sounds about Apex right now. Did he say the car is out of meta? The car is just definitely not out of meta.
They did have the mobile respawn like we were talking about before, but now they have to play this as a two-man, and they're gonna have to make the trek over past those train tracks. Look at energy.
And it's so nice to have Pro Apex back. I miss this. It's such a good time when tournaments are constantly running. I miss playing too. Next time.
That's their last bit of hope as they need to heal and they need to do something miraculous. They're not going to have a whole lot of cover. It's kind of no man's land with no bubble, no artificial cover on this rotation. Looking bleak, but Team Liquid finds themselves in a fight. Gilder sits with the car.
And they're all dead.
He said, knock, follow. Don't worry, I got the car ready for you here. Gilderson's creating some of that space.
This kid's so freaking good. He's only... Did he just turn... I think he just turned 17 actually. Guild? He's so insanely good too. Jump off the trap. Rotate around. Get yourself an angle. You can play with Seer Q. Gabriel goes down. Gonna deny him.
Greek Australian, Captain IGL this team. EXO is gonna knocked actually off to gaming has not been faring well. NRG finds themselves in a fight as well. Take one of these.
You know, last night, thanks for sharing that with us. I'm glad. It was a fun co-race. It was a good time. And this looks like it will be a hashtag energy death. Oh, nope, still alive. I mean, no one should get inted here, right? Although they do know that they need to do something. Someone needs to do something. Jim Burton's team called? They're Team Zero Dark now. Nathan gonna die and boot up Lost Ark instantly. Going to be out of there ASAP. Alliance just holding everyone out. Gonna be getting the pick, and that is NRG dead. Stuck there. Got a little extra KP though. A game they probably shouldn't be winning. Nathan getting orphaned down really early, so not a bad turnout. But obviously they want a better game. I hope Scars do well. It was a big bummer. When you lose your Gibby, it's just like what can you do, man?
We get a little nom in the crowd here for Team Burger. They're gonna eat up the FA Kitties. The top European squad gets taken out by Team Burger, fan favorite from playoffs in Sweden. Mostly just because we all wanted to.
Burton doesn't play until later. No, they're playing in the other lobby. Everyone plays right now, I think.
Got him! Sarah Tricky goes crazy!
Sarah Tricky's the last one alive. He's gonna get the bad popped here as he is dying. SSG in the top right.
We're seeing a lot of action going down. SSG getting 2 knocks. We got AD with.
Me hopping over to the B stream because that's a charge rifle and disgusting, and I don't want to see it. SSG fighting bottom left. They wanna. Yeah, SSG in a really good spot. A lot of people gambled on a top track zone because if you're down low and it pulls up top tracks, you just kind of lose. But if you're top tracks and it pulls down low, you also just kind of lose. Oh, Taskmaster with the dodge. Okay, we're playing Arcstar as well.
Does he get it off? This is a little greedy.
NRG or TSM? NRG or TSM is just undeniably the better team right now, I think, which pains me because I love NRG and their team. Taskmaster, you're fine. You're chilling. You got 35 seconds to bring. You don't gotta do anything. Yeah, Mercy just chilling as well. Ace getting absolutely bullied down here. Eject's just trying to hold on. Swap over to Wig. Yeah. Yeah, Wig's running the B stream, which covers the other one. So that's this lobby. Because if they played both lobbies, it would be like a 16-hour day. Because it's like a 7-hour day per lobby. Nope. No! No! Yeah! No! Oh, the damage split wasn't there.
Taskmaster gets the 2 KP and the free placement.
Oh my god.
And the set goes down. My man throwing punches like you do in your.
Oh my god.
Like this. Like you
They're 2 separate games. Yeah, there's 40 teams, so they gotta run 2 lobbies.
You can't fight in your dream, dude. That's what I'm trying to say. Now,
That's actually a nightmare too. That's a good metaphor. Punching in a dream, man. Thanks a lot, Light Star Joe, getting melee nerfed. I'm just kidding. Thank God. I hated melees. CR still alive. That's good. I hope they do what. Man, they miss out on their on one of my favorite players in the game, Brass. Ooh, Taskmaster doing absolute work for his team. I want to see the boys in a call. They're in a call. Like, I don't want to hop in with them.
I don't know. I think C9 might be in just as good a spot as the boys over. No, you're right. SSG definitely in the best spot. As Taskmaster hits the Valko feed face, is he going to get underneath? The gas trap's coming out.
Trap.
And my man gets crop dusted like you do walking in your local high school. GG's going to third period.
Taskmaster.
Crop dusted.
Cropped. I mean, my man just inhaled so many different things. Chipotle, Qdoba, Jersey Mike's. My man was sniffing it all, dude. He was face deep in that ass. And now C9 Zach Mazer getting longbowed.
Caustic, he was murdering scrims the other day. Max are really good, Caustic.
Here we go. Zach gets the re-knock here. They're gonna get the gold bag.
I wonder if they were baiting for that for medicinal. It's like, shield it with your...
The grenade just missed. No damage from the grenade.
That arc did 0 damage. That arc did 0 damage.
We're not gonna talk about it. I have no idea what happened. What just happened? I have no idea.
Up here. They do have cover on
this run, which is pretty good. But they're gonna end up burning Bub. You can't get knocked as Gibby. And pretty much just resets you entirely if your Gibby gets knocked.
Let's see what they're gonna do. They're going to look over the left side. They're getting nade spam now. They have no bubble for this.
That's recently running 60 sweater pattern. Ooh, I'll have to give him a look.
Just going insane.
And they get crop dusted, naded, everything possible.
I mean, 4th place, not a bad game.
We have SNG, SSG, and CR left in the game.
And CR, Rosless. They do not have a Roz, and they are in the top 3 right now for this game. And in Prime,
yeah, I'm so sad Ross tested positive. It's like Gen Burden testing positive, man. You have like some icons of Apex, some absolute... And there it goes, the bubble fight goes down. But there goes the crypto ult. This is a CR win right here. Falcon cracked up top, gonna be dropping. Oh, and he just crouched. Ooh, something easy. Oh, but wait, they keep dying. 1v2, but no space station with more aim assist. Get away.
Game #1 winners of the Raleigh Beast.
Oh no!
Live, not from fucking South Carolina.
We are in
North
Raleigh.
Carolina. This is not a green screen, and that was game #1, baby. You'll love to see it.
With the early
SSG with the absolute, and the games are staggered, beautiful. We got a top 3. We got Fnatic in there. Fnatic is so weird. I always forget they have an Apex team because they used to have an NA team. And then I guess they just got an APAC North team instead. Jen about to go down. He's going to wait out a little bit of this Gibby ult because he's just going to get utility from the bubble because that will eat his own Gibby ult too. And then he's going to wait OF on the other side. And Alliance in the truck. Alliance, who was playing super well come playoff 1. Not a strong playoff 2 or LAN. But a team that definitely has capability of doing well. I'd like to see them do well. They're a bunch of great guys. Yuki, the Gucci model himself. Nice guy. Am I drinking? I got some coffee. Talk about that arc just not hitting. No. Fnatic is in the CS team, as in the like major org, yeah. Well, it's not their CS team, but great shots from Roy right now. But please get it. Bubble back. You need to split the ult. You need to split the ult. Please split the ult. Oh my god, they're not splitting the ult.
Now jumping down, it's a line. Dreamfire now take game #1 here in the ALGS Championship.
Are you kidding me?
Gonna take it though. Split the ult. God, please. Sudoraiku. This dude's got a monster sippy cup. Whoa.
Taiwan, I apologize. Dreamfire has been here before. They've won championships. They know what it takes over the likes of Dark Zero and Apex
Oh,
South,
man.
and they came to play. But talk to me about alliances. Show up. They performed so incredibly well.
They did it, even with those rotations.
What is that Mirage skin? The hell is that? Is that in the store right now? That's fire.
They still were able to get right through survey, get right to those train tracks.
It's stealing my hairstyle.
Can be really tricky with the amount of caustics that we see so far in this lobby.
Well positioned, early rotate, reminding me a bit of Optic Gaming. They came with a late rotate. They're able to help contribute to the NRG fight. They Valk ulted in and found themselves a pretty good position here to secure a second place finish. So kudos to Alliance, but ultimately Dreamfire from Taiwan shows up big time to kick off the ALGS champion.
I love it. I love how we see these teams. We know these are heavy hitting teams, but always at the very end we are seeing and we see these players putting out their hearts into this gameplay. They were positioned amazingly there too. You saw those hemlock shots and landing right there, right outside that cart. Those
I don't know if not the face playing guild is not in this, no. Hi Vicky, she's really nice. She's also a Smash commentator too, and I always like to bring that up because she's a fire Smash commentator. Bubble doesn't block crypto? No, Bubble gets destroyed by crypto ult. I'm too smart? I'm really not. Far from it. Gotta keep grinding, gotta keep learning. Never done. It's the only thing true in life, never done learning. 13 seconds on his bubble. Oh, did he have? I didn't notice that, thank you. So your hairstyle, I know, imagine stealing the messy 2-block cut in unbelievable. Not a real competition if you aren't playing. Well, a good segue, Slade, into the fact that there are 24 players that can't play due to either visa issues or COVID. Really sad. It's a really big bummer. We're missing a lot of really talented players, and it's really sad. Really sad. I know Garrett in the LGS because I am looking to play in the next one. We made it to Pro League 2, but my team disbanded, so. So, yeah. Wait. Can you guys, did that change? Do I need to save that or did? Ah, you guys can't hear that. What are you guys doing? Listening to my music. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Oh. Come on. Oh man. Oh well, I wish I had another monitor so I could pull up some like stuff that probably wouldn't get me copyrighted, but I need to get a secondary monitor set up. But I don't know where I'd put it. Maybe back there with my cabling and just have it as like a, just like really randomly in the back. And for sure, what's the prize pool for something like this? 2 million. Some chump change, you know. A casual day. I've been thinking of funding one myself, you know, with my millions of dollars that I have in the bank, but figured I'd let EA take one for the team. Your teammates to best ALGS? Well, it was Sykes and Luda, two of the most talented players in the game without a doubt. We'll see. I'm just waiting until this tournament's over, and then I imagine a lot of teams are gonna shuffle, and I add and drop some players, so then I'll probably look to get on a team after this. And rank, pick 3 legends for your team. Who would you choose? Right now, Seer Valk, Horizon. I didn't hear any music. It was really low, but we'll see. Have there ever been any cheaters in Apex tournaments? Yes, but have there been ones that have been like openly caught and banned? No. Has there been one banned that... Yes. But they were for the online tournaments, so it was a little bit harder. And there was definitely one of the top South American players. God, that's loud. One of the top South American players was What did I say?
And Greek is just getting into it as well. And we have 20
Greek with the suit jacket, looking good, buddy. Looking good, buddy. I love these two dudes.
We are here. We are real. We are live from Raleigh, North Carolina. These people are not in a green screen.
This isn't for Apex? This is for Apex. Well, I'm not. No, this is me just hanging out. But...
Oh my, the Hound Tat, they look crazy.
Oh, all the boys pulling up to Raleigh. Love that, man. Love that. Ah, so much fun. Look at them. I bet that's so good, man. I'm so sad I'm having like FOMO not being there, but at the same time, it's like I would be terrified to meet any player because if I had to be the one to tell them that I got COVID and that's why they have COVID, I'd rather just like quit. I don't know. I'd be so sad.
Why would you say that, Sheen?
You think the meta is right now? Seer.
Oh, Sheen, that is horrible. Oh my God, you work for EA, dude. Show a little bit, no bias. Wow, that is terrible, man. All right,
obviously caught with aimbot in the first turning. So don't clip that, and then got hit with a 2-week ban. Yeah, there was a South American player who was clearly walling. I mean, the dude was playing like he had spectator mode. It was really bad. It was like so blatant, like not even close. Like he was pre-aiming like weird corners that just shouldn't be pre-aimed, and then people kept popping out of him. Brother's banned for another 3 months till he can play again because he got caught using a glitch. Which glitch?
We're gonna be going game number 2 here. Don't forget, chat. We're gonna be going 3 games.
Wig's a great dude, Tyler. Yeah.
We like to do this thing where they rotate on and off for the main reason.
They let me, whenever I go to LA, they're so nice. They let me stay at their place, him, Greek, and a Prizzy, and like those guys are. It's so cool when. One of the things about streaming that always, it's kind of a downside. It's at the end of the day, we're definitely all elevated versions of ourselves on camera, but it just depends how much. Wig's like only 1% elevated. He naturally is just like this, and also naturally just the nicest dude. And so it's always worrisome when you like make bets on people, because you're making bets on their stream persona that like they're genuine and nice people, right? And something about Apex I love is that it's pretty rare that that's ever incorrect. You can usually tell. And all the people that I've met through Apex and like considered good friends, you know, and met them in person, it's like they've all just been so great. Especially Wig and Aprizzy and Greek, all really great guys. It's just cool, man. It just makes me happy. Does Wig stream on Facebook? No, over on Purple Platform. He's up to 17k. 17k right now. Man, I love this. He got back, so when he got back from Sweden, I was over at their place like a day after they got back. And he can barely talk, and I'm like, it's been a busy couple days, huh? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, it's like, you earned your break, man. And he's like, no, dude, I could do this for like I could do this another week. I don't even feel it, man. I'm ready to get out there, do it again. And I believe him. Like he was ready to go. So all the adage that you aren't supposed to meet your heroes because they usually don't turn out to be the people you want them to be. Yeah, the nice thing about streaming though is it's to a degree kind of minimized because of just the amount of hours you got to be on. You know what I mean? You can really shape who you want to be online. But eventually cracks start to show when you're streaming 8 hours a day. You know, you can't fake yourself that long, that consistently. Eventually it starts, you know, like a teammate makes you mad and you go off on them, you know, stuff like that. But Thomas, everything we know is a lie. You don't actually like tea, do you? No, all I do is slam energy drinks and be mean to teammates and yeah, but no, it's really cool, man. It's really cool. Person 2, feel like you're the same off stream as you are on stream. Well, I appreciate that, Kuldan. You met me when I was a baby in streaming, though, man. Fun little fact: me and Kuldan had the pleasure of meeting back in early 2020 PAX. Early 2020 PAX, when both of us were just little stream children.
Noko was in the chat. Noko, I can't believe it's 2 p.m. Shouldn't you be asleep?
Oh, he's got chat up. I got a resub. Where's my resub? Where'd it go? Yes.
Noko has the early bird special going on at the local Denny's. It's a 5 for 5. I mean, I heard it's for 60 and over. Noko's just qualified for 16 years already.
go. Game
Yes,
number
sir.
2 in our first bracket, live from Raleigh.
So we're live again from Raleigh. This is not a
Little baby streamers. Is your name even Garrett? Probably.
We are in North Carolina right here, and we are going to be going.
You can. You should think about acting. I appreciate that, Tyler. Well, that's the beauty of like streaming and video production, right? Is you kind of get a bit of that, but then you also don't have to sell your soul to be an actor. So. Jeff, appreciate the tuner, man. I'll do my very best if you promise the same, alright? And knows everyone truly. He's always supporting the boys. Does a much better job of it than me. I'm honestly kind of like to myself most of the time, but Dan's really good about being supportive of everyone here on the platform. Kickboxing thing, or did you give it up? I actually have just been looking back for I'm trying to find a place here. There isn't like, I was spoiled because I had just the best trainer ever in Washington, so and it's a bummer because I'm working with that trainer again, but just for online, just for like video conferencing for gym stuff, so I don't get to like do boxing with her anymore. Got tea today, coffee today, but I have all my tea stuff here. It's like there's a big bin behind me. All my tea stuff over here, and it's a bummer because I don't have a kitchen right now, so I haven't been able to sit there and make tea. But I kind of want to set something up here. I just need to actually do it, like get the water and stuff.
Sorry, chat, for all the... No, not trolling. I don't know. I mean, dude, everyone's spamming. I'm not a troll. Mods are saying it too. My mods are saying it. Mods wouldn't do it.
Mods are saying.
Mics are low. Mics are low.
Mics are low. They're a bit low.
Audio back. Sorry, chat. I don't know why we're having so much difficulties. I apologize. They've got to be so
Turn them up. Turn them up.
If you guys refresh, you get the mic delay off. But like, why is that even happening?
You were gonna set up a T spot, I thought. Yeah, my room is just really messy. It turns when you like live out of a room, it gets a little messy. Or is here? Oh, this is my stream room. You guys are wondering, so like, not my bedroom. No, this is my stream room. I don't really want to give a panoramic because it's a little messy. But yeah, I have a very fortunate little split setup. I have have a little closet for my bed, and then I have a nice bigger room that I get to spread out a little bit in for my stream room. Oh, Sensei, how are you, man? Still on AZ? Yeah, AZ for now. We'll see. We'll see. Although I'm probably not moving for a little bit. Eventually gonna need to leave the nest again. You know how it goes. Enjoying the time with mom and dad while I got it though. I don't know. I don't know.
Body shield here. Level 4.
All right, chat. We're gonna try to figure it out right
I'm not financially responsible to run to Austin like you were gonna. I mean, like, well, it's a bummer. Anywhere I go is gonna be financially irresponsible compared to, you know, mom and dad. But, yeah, I don't know. It's between like LA and Austin. I don't really know. I need to think about it. It just kind of depends what I want to. It just depends. But I've been kind of really enjoying the social aspect. I'll probably be happy wherever I end up. But I think it's you know, just gotta whip up the pros and cons list. In the hood of South Phoenix. I got you, Jeremy. I'm in the Phoenix area, like outside Phoenix. But going after AZ? Yeah. I moved to AZ? Well, that's why I'm here. Is because they moved here and then I'm with them. So, or I moved back with them from my year off in Oregon. It's on Saturday. Gonna be in Scottsdale. Twist famous words, Liam Neeson. I will find you and I will hug you. Well, I hope to see you. I don't know if I'll be out much, but if you do see me, just make sure to scream. Because full permission. If you guys ever see me in public, please come up, give me a hug. Always happy. Always happy to see people.
Sorry, I love you.
I'm guessing.
Hellhole of a state? Oh, it's not so bad. It's just hot right now. But outside of that, man, I mean, you have like Phoenix is great, Scottsdale, Chandler. You got everything. It's cool. It's cool. If I didn't, the bummer is there's like very little as far as like out of the people that I'm like close with, they're all LA or Texas. And interestingly enough, the little scoop directly from the Texas people, Lulu and Noko were telling me that it's great, and there's people there, but you can't ever get them out. You can't ever, like, they don't do stuff. At least the Apex scene people, so I don't know. I don't know.
Everyone's saying different things. But my mod is saying it's too loud. We'll just change it to that thing, and then that's it. Because then we're going to be fucking with it all day. It's just going to be so frustrating. And we have DZ over here underneath on the bottom side.
Yeah, just gotta commit to the volume. Just crank it up to 11.
On the left side, underneath the Raven wings, in a really good spot too. 100 Thieves is gonna be rotating on the backside. Scott.
What did you want to do before streaming? Financial advising. I was in econ, and I honestly loved it. I loved the econ part. I was just kind of like, it was fortunate timing for me. I was just kind of done with school, but like I just needed a break, and then streaming came around. But yeah, I still love econ stuff. And eventually, like, I'm not too worried if the whole streaming thing doesn't work out. I'd be more than happy to go back towards investment or econ stuff. I'm recording a cool video right now that you guys will like. I finally get to talk about it. It's been a while, and
fucking is chat. I'm not a fucking professional here. We're fucking the professional professionals. You want grade A sound quality? Head your ass over to the fucking A-stream. Because I'm here for fucking vibes. I'm here for fucking Monster. And I'm here for and if you want my fucking mic not to sound like the Wendy's drive-thru, then fucking pay me $70 gajillion to go on the A-stream. And here's what it is. We're out here. I got fucking pit stains. I got fucking ass sweat. I got this guy next to me. God bless my fucking soul. I had to deal with this guy in a 6-hour plane ride. Love him to death.Got the fucking rollie on. Now we're
you want my mic not to sound like a Wendy's drive-thru?
What the fucking issue is? And I'm tired of fucking dealing with the issues.
Tell him.
I'm gonna fucking chuck this monster now, and let's fucking get after it and have a good fucking time.
Oh my god.
Sound is horrible. Yeah, it's not as bad as your KD ratio.
Not as bad. No, we didn't get over the wall.
As Scurry's gonna try to res here. Yeah, and this is gonna be the fuse ulti right here, bro. And there's not gonna be much to do in this situation.
Scurry. And he's dead. I like the effort though. Furia gonna be taking out 100T. Gonna be taking him down. They got the fuse. The fuse? Seer. The Valkyrie. Okay.
It's going to be ODK versus C9 as Alberelli is down here.
I know TSM's in the other lobby right now.
Odik, one man down as well. They're going to try to get the full killer. Alberelli goes down after he gets the res on the Zac, but Zac is going to be...
What's he going on about? They're saying the mic's low. Not as bad as your KD official B stream, by the way.
The car shot's going down as...
Yoink.
Alb is fully out of the game now as Naughty them are going to back out, and this is a good call. They're going to try to get the reset.
Going down to ODK. Valko going off. Zac's really low though.
Oh my god, the Valko coming so close. If Zac does get hit for his shield and gets the HP, he's gonna die here.
Wait, are they on the old? There. So I'm.
Yeah, and Phoenix is actually gonna come in and third Odik.
Zac needs to land. Zachary, land.
That is crazy. So Odik is
land. He's gonna go down.
Yep, but they do get the reset off.
Yeah,
they do have crafting.
Yep.
Just land. Okay. Ideal team comp for this tourney. It really depends. You know, we're seeing like a lot of Seer plus Maggie things, and I'm just waiting for someone to like get themselves a rest. Thank you, Mr. Tech Guy.
But overall, I think this is the right call for sure.
Okay.
And another really amazing moment as they did the right thing as he does die. Phoenix is gonna get all this loot. They're gonna be kidding.
So funny. Like I can't imagine just walking by and just hearing Wig echoing through the halls, because you know that glass panel is just not able to contain him. Seer Valkyb. That's a good comp. I hate Seer, but on the redeploy, it was too close to the end of the animation. It might have been. So there was okay. I think it's fixed. So if you look, you can see there's Wingman, Cart, and Crafter. there was talk, and there was a lot of people saying that it was going to be, because they were originally going to play this on the old patch. They were going to play this on the old patch, as in so think before the split.
The bubble does come out for the boys over to center. They start to push forward.
An aggressive bubble. I like that. I like that. Gonna be getting the kill. Gonna be taking control of the Watson ult. Gonna be taking bullets. Going back to the bubble that's already gone. What are we doing? We're running around a little bit. We're being a little silly. We're alright. We're alright. Stable. 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 Ends on the south side of the map. We got 2 norths. Started off. Which is funny, because usually it's south zones everyone complains about, but we got 2 norths for this lobby. Well, I can't really call the other one a north. It was a mid zone. We got a mid zone and then a north zone. Pretty much 2. Because where'd the last one end? It ended in in Fissure Town. So like 2 fissure zones, like splitting the difference of fissure. It's not bad. It would have been terrible for us coming from mod. I would absolutely be so saddened by this reality. So saddened. Your commentary better than theirs. I appreciate that, John. Thank you, man. Just doing my best, you know.
As we said earlier, Skyhook is completely. It's only one team. There's one team in Skyhook here.
Yep.
So they'll be able to rotate down. Actually, there's nobody in Skyhook.
Not one team in Skyhook, so there's a lot of free spots over there.
I mean, a lot of people are aware that it's just not ending in Sky, though.
This is what I want to talk about, Chad. Doesn't matter how close you are to zone. You guys that are silver, gold, everything. If you have a beacon, man, hit it. Half of you guys that play beacon characters don't scam. And then you go and feed face on like a 16th party, bro, and complain about getting no RP. If you have a beacon character, man, it shows how important it is. They were actually right next to the zone. They don't have beacon, and now they're not a good spot compared to all other teams that are rotating across the map because they had a beacon. Absolutely. It just shows how useful beacon is. And if you guys
beacons are very useful.
Solo queuing, don't be like Cloaksy. Gain RP. Hit a beacon. Go to zone. Do yourself a favor.
Feeds RP.
He just feeds RP. Cloaksy is like that bottom feeder that cleans the fish tank for you. But on the bottom is all your friends RP.
Oh, man.
He's just sucking it up.
He's just eating all the algae up.
The fact they let him just like be himself, it's so wonderful. It's so wonderful.
On the back side left of Trials.
Yep, 100%.
Pro Chow Hal on drop. The good old Hal VTSM days.
Yeah. And no one from Skyhook, like you said, but it's going to be Phoenix and C9 coming to the Skyhook side. I mean, they get the beacon building. They're in for another zone, too. They already have information. And I'm going to be honest. I really like this play. As we see aim.
Yeah, but that's just not a winning play. Because there's 2 categories of plays. There's getting better spot, or there's getting like placement in KP plays, which is like landing in Skyhook right now would be like a placement KP play, where you're kind of understanding that you're not gonna win from the spot. Like it's gonna be a really tough spot to win from. But you're not really concerned about winning right now. You're more concerned because you know that you've already misplayed. So the best thing you can do is get yourself in a position where you're going to be able to have a lot of KP potential and just be able to like grind up that placement by getting KP as well, right?
Do you think Horizon is the most broken character in Apex when it comes to ranked?
Horizon is tough. You know, giving you the verticality.
Horizon is tough. What do you mean? She's so good.
The ability for your team to just triple take the queue up. Horizon is S tier right now. I agree fully.
I was gonna. You can't put her anywhere other than S tier. She's so good right now. Like the verticality plus Seer ult just giving you like great ult opportunity, or Seer ult and Seer Q giving you great ult potential. Because when you know exactly where people are and the corners they're hiding in, like you can just ult them perfectly every time. Who are you rooting for? I just hope that everyone plays well. I don't really have a single team that I'm like really pulling for. It's weird because I know so many of them that it's kind of weird to root for anyone. House looks like he's 12 years old. You know he's 6'5". We're the same height.
I think this is gonna go to Furia.
What's up, Blue? I mean, he's also 18. He is a kid, so. I'm so excited to see what he's like in 3 years for this game. I really hope he keeps his passion, because he will be the best player in the game. He's back on 4-4-2, like, thank God. Thank God. He was like one of the best beamers in the game off 4-4, and then he got it in his head that he wanted to switch to Jen Burton Sense because it had a higher skill floor, which it does. For the downside of just ridiculous, like you're practically an M&K player at that point. Like your consistency just goes out the window. Because the beautiful thing about 4-4 is you just have ridiculous consistency. AD, what are we trying to do here? You can just whose call was that?
They're going to be in a tough spot down below on the lava. Not much room to work with. They need to make something up quick because they have to rotate this out.
Just say you're 6'5". Yeah. Up, Dora.
Get them up from the low ground.
Nice. Not a bad rotation. That was very good thinking. I like that spot a lot. But the flip to the left side, so they could get sandwiched.
Good shots coming out from Parka. Also a really good player, so not surprise me. Parka's mechanical machine. So many of these APAC North teams just have some of the best mechanical M&K players. It's really cool to see. They just have really consistent smooth aim, and it makes me happy. I enjoy it.
And then CR actually wipes Broom. So we're going to be in a really tough spot, bro, as CR is going to move in. And CR takes the bottom Raven spot for Broom United.
Oh.
They have Ascend on that next spot right next to them.
Man, I like trap here.
Look at this fight that might happen here. It's going to be Phoenix
So tight.
As they're starting to
I don't know why.
He's being popped as looking naughty.
Nephew's 6'5", he's 14. Jesus.
And you know he's trying to get rowdy.
What do you want to see win? A good team. Someone NA. I just want NA represent. To be honest, although a lot of these regions are really great. I just think NA plays some of the best Apex right now, so I want to see. Yeah, Christina, a lot of these teams get a little trigger happy too on land, so. Are you playing in this? Because I don't have a team right now. First game, second game. I was, you know, fun little fact, when I was 13, I was 5'4", and then when I was 14, I was 6'2". 14-year-olds over 6 foot already too. That's fast. That's a speed demon. Arcstar's going down. Well, so you remember this is important because the reason they're having to take this is because their Valkyl got denied earlier. And then they're just going to back up because Hez Caustic can't push GG, go next. But I'm not allowed 6'5", so I'm going to have tall kids, but I'm only 5'9". I'll be able to be my dad's 6 foot now. Might have been 6'1" in his prime, but shrunk a little bit, you know. Spine compression and all. Enough to beat most of these guys. I could beat every single person here in a 1v1. Not like consistently, but like here's the thing about Apex is that no, he's healthy. He's alright. There's no way you're 6'5". Yeah. You can go, if you look on my Twitter, there's a picture of Jack 6'4". I'm taller than him. Or Nicewig, sorry. Is 6'4". She'll team with you on her Nintendo Switch. Let's go. I'll let you guys know when I find the third. Thank you for the 100, Jason. Hi, Sweet Pea. You're having a good day. 5'2". I'm 59 or I'm 29 and 5'2".
They're gonna drop down and maybe look for the Valkyl here. They're gonna hit it, but Karan's gonna only.
Well, I mean that's fair.
Look at this Valkyl, bro. SSG, C9.
My mom's dad was really tall. He was 6'5", so it physically hurt to grow that fast. I was super lucky. It wasn't that bad. How tall is 6'5" centimeters? Does anyone know? I think it's like there's two numbers in my head, but they're really different. And one of them's correct. Is it 85? Camera angle makes you appear shorter. That's what I think it is, John. Because everyone.
Furia in a good spot, but they have a lot of positions here as Dark Zero is going down. Phoenix is eliminated on the top right to CR.
Because that's my guess as well.
Spot, but can they get the reses off? This is a very sticky situation, and the Gibraltar is the one down, so the bubble is going to be absolutely not there. Crazy Raccoon eliminated on the top right as Ascend is frying this lobby. They are popping off. Ace post kill going down to LG as they're fighting the back. Can VX stay alive here as Shiny and Monsoon are coming in hot right now versus them. Ace just trying to stay alive. They have a lot of kills here. Placement's going to be very important for them.
post-kill, getting thirsted by LG and the boys.
Yep, so they're going to be
DJ
looking at left and right.
once again by himself.
Yep, look at this, bro. He's going to try to stay alive as long as possible. He's getting looked at from both angles, bro. He's getting in a soup sandwich as LG eliminates Ascend. And LG not in a bad spot. Holy shit.
Around 195 centimeters? Okay, 195 centimeters. Also, fun fact, I am 0.00123 miles tall. So, love your hair. Thank you. I grew it myself.
It's actually insane. Sharky, the one that fucking came through out of nowhere for that last fucking win with Rig, staying alive and great shot.
IGL Sharky.
Oh my god, and they're in a prime position right here. I love to see where Sharky and them are at.
Furia looking to take this fight to SSG here.
I'm gonna bubble down. Guarantee the med kit. I think they're realizing that they don't need it. Because I think they're about to alcohol too, so he just wants to stabilize and get full health. Try and get teams to not look at him. His Watson.
Goes down. It's gonna be a 2v1. Trump goes down.
2v1.
It's gonna be a 2v1. Can the boy over at SSG do it? Is it now the last one up?
No, he is not. Who the hell is that? That's another team.
And GMT starts to move in.
And that's Barca going in. Gonna be getting the armor swap as well. Gonna be keeping himself alive. Obley looking for a bat, trying to get that off. I don't think they have bubble. And Obley hold on with 1 HP, but is gonna get that bat off. Barca gonna have to duck down because he's getting it suppressed from top trials by that charge. Please get to the wall. Thank you. Oh my god. But he gets bubble back, so he's gonna be able to go down. Gets the res. Does he have gold bag? He does. He's gonna get the gold bag res. Gonna be able to find that. So we got AD hanging on for dear life at the edge of zone, but it looks like everyone's gonna be turning and focusing this mountain because they have to move right now. So this is honestly a really great spot for Parka and company. They're gonna be looking at SNG, Singularity, a team from Apex South. Great shots. Martini and Dellin them inside, hanging out GMT.
And it's gonna be GMT, the boys, AD, and fucking Singularity. Singularity is in a soup sandwich right now. As I think this
Singularity getting pressured from both sides, but this is honestly a great spot for GMT, picking up Ramboski. Picking up Ramboski for the day. Some great shots coming out from Dell. I don't know if he knew what he was shooting at there, but it's okay. He's got both Spare. He's got a Spitfire.
It's most likely going to be a 3v3 as we see GMT.
Mitch, what's up? Are the rings randomly game generated? There's
with some great shots out of the boys up top.
There's reduced. I don't know. Great's relative. Ooh, fantastic shots there. And AD's gonna catch it.
Oh my god, fucking D, baby.
Okay. AD. Going back over to the other lobby. We got Scars in a tough position. Great game from AD. I like Barca a lot. And Taishin step. How'd Monday get up here? Oh, arc start. Arc start. Arc start. And he's dead. Bryn's gonna be up top. But 2 more KP. That gets you an extra point in placement, I think. Got him 9 instead of 10. Going to this on Sunday. Ooh, super exciting, Jason. ASL, American Sign Language. I get it. I understand. Have you read Thinking Fast and Slow? I've seen it. I almost bought it. Is it good? Mastiff. Mastiff gonna find it. Gonna be looking for. Gotta get the thirst. And it's not gonna get it in time, but he's just gonna get thirsted. Pseudo Raikou gonna be put down a player. Bullet getting taken out by that Mastiff. You better pick it up. That's a good little item to have. EXO gonna be pushing inside, gonna be taking position. I don't know if they got the Mastiff. I sure would have hoped so. We would have known he had it. Considering it myself, man. I'm reading. There's a book. How to Keep House While Drowning is what I'm reading right now, and it's a quick book. It's pretty short, but it's just about. The reason I picked it particularly because it's focused towards neurodivergent people, and I'm not personally neurodivergent, but I figured there was a lot to learn in it. Even if I don't know. I'm always a fan of like cleaning strategies and tips because it's something that like I can get overwhelmed with, but something that's super important, you know. And so I figured that it'd be good to gain perspective on that, and then also maybe learn something useful when it comes to like keeping the house clean as well. So it's a really good book. I honestly really like it. It's quick. It's short too. It's good. Leave Atomic Habits makes a reference to it. Wouldn't be surprised. It's a pretty famous book, I think. Probably should read it. Ooh. Okay, that's when you just gotta play your bubble, man. Why are you running? You just inted. Vicky really just said you just inted. Why are you running? What's the name of it again? Keeping House While Drowning, I think it's called. NRG looks like they're gonna be taking game 2. I hope so. Nathan, don't you dare get picked. I'll get mad. We get yelled at by Sweet. We got EXO against NRG. NRG with definitely the better position. Sweet putting down good shots. Okay, that was you know, we burned a Gibby. We do a little burning Gibby here. We got a little excess in what we need. EXO gonna be bubbling forward. They just need to stall your bub. Just stall the bubbat. They push the 3v2, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna reset and then bubble up ourselves and then play the front of it. Now we got bubble advantage. They're stuck on a rock. They can barely. They're taking so much damage. Oh, he's out of ammo. And they're just not going to win the 3v3. EXO going to take it. God, no, we need more space, and they have rocks and head glitches. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand they were so low. They had a Mastiff, though, so. Had a Mastiff. That's tough. It's because they got all the sleeve. They all have gaming sleeves. See, I told you. It's all about the sleeves. A bow. My man's got a bow. But he's got a red. What's up, Tyro?
Also playing very, very consistently.
Yeah.
There's a couple
of Atomic. Oh yeah, thank you for asking it so. 80-20 principle. Read it. Oh, is that the basis of the 80-20 principle?
Have one last game on World's Edge.
I'll give it a go. It's me.
Put that shit on your lips. Put on your lips.
That if I refuse treatment for severe ADHD, that is up to you.
Dude, I'm not licking it.
I got nothing to say
Your
about
mic
that.
just put it in your fucking mouth.
It is.
No, like let it touch, bro. Like right in front.
Okay.
Like, if you
Thinking fast and slow. I was talking to one of my Jason, one of my IRL, one of my brothers.
Now, I think overall
44% off on Amazon. How could I not?
The only team that I have to say
Paperback one. I'd get the hardcover one, but like, you know, we ain't rich like that. We love our paperbacks. In the Amazon cart. I appreciate it, Michael. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Wish I was 1/3 as good as you. Practice 1/3 as much as I do.
It's not about my looks.
You just keep looking at it.
I like to read it, dude.
Love you too.
So he was just blasting his teammates the other day about how little they've been playing Apex. Yeah, because they don't play the goddamn game.
Not what I was expecting.
No, that is not what I was expecting.
Sweet, pick me up.
One of the most consistent teams in the game, struggling right now to even get a point. They have 1 point, almost. That is so bad.
What's going on here with this lobby code? Why are teams not joining up?
I have no idea.
No passion? People don't even show up. Like what?
Now we have last place, dude. Phoenix and E8
play every day. Here's the little secret though: is are you playing like purposefully? Are you really working on individual aspects of your game?
I had a feeling they were gonna struggle. I told you, bro. Them not using their normal comp, bro, is just stupid. Running the seer without
Greeks of God, this dude's great. He's really fun. Sweet, pick me up. I got the passion. You and Sweet. I've always said that Sweet is like my dream IGL. I think that guy is not only one of the smartest in the game, but his IGL style is my favorite.
I think Valky's ran for that exact
my favorite.
Just being that character that you need majority of the time. And I feel like running a comp without a Valk is just a throw.
Even play Apex anymore? Me? I play like 6 to 8 hours a day, yeah.
have no
advice for someone switching over to PC, possibly switching from roller to M&K. Honestly, just have fun, man. Play M&K and story games and single player games and it's like casual ones.
I think overall,
you know what I mean?
Out a couple of characters, but I don't think Valk is the character you could switch out. I think you could switch out a Caustic.
20 Principle is a different book. It's by Richard Koch. Based on a theory phenomenon that states that roughly 80% of outcomes come from 20% of causes. I'll give that one. Dude, you have such stellar book picks. Give that one a look too. I think I've seen that one as well. Because the 80-20 principle kind of got adapted into like, well, there's a lot of 80-20 principles, it turns out. 80-20 principle book.
I feel like these teams that are like running no Valk comps, what are they fucking expecting?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. What do you
gotta wonder what's going through their head.
Yeah.
There's a question.
Secret to achieving more with less.
What team are you most impressed by so far through these 2 games?
SSG.
Give that one a look too.
Most surprising to you?
I think SSG. I thought they were going to be really bad. They've been really
the 80-20 I reference the most is like consistency 80%. Like if you can manage to do something good 80% of the time, that's what you need to do. Like you'll miss 20% for like multiple reasons. There's too much in life to do that you're gonna do all of them all the time. So just try to keep consistent habits 80-20.
First place, good first game win. Second place, not too bad. Overall, it's like all right.
Him and Hal, best 2 in the game for sure. Just messing. True. But it's crazy. Like NRG legit. Like Sweet's the only one who plays.
As we mentioned before, they were playing as a duo in the last land, but they are at full strength.
Gonna break from Apex. My lobbies have been broken. Put me up against Masters and Pred lobbies. Maybe you're just getting better. Who knows? In the books, I don't know how good my recommendations are, but I feel like we have similar tastes. Oh, for sure. For sure. Recommendations, give me start reading. Really? Oh, that's so cool, man. That's so cool. There's a great quote, Michael, that you'd like from the Keeping House While Drowning. And it was, if something's worth doing right, it's also worth doing half-assed.
And I fucking love that. I love seeing these fucking go crazy.
It's like, alright, well that's true. It's better to do something half-assed than not do it at all, you know. So I like that one. 80% lean, 20% fat, that's the best kind. Lots of 80-20 rules out there. It's the Anabrachi sequence, but just of life.
Just said sorry. And I felt horrible.
A lot of F-bombs from that guy. As Tommy would say, the nicest sailor out there.
I was just angry.
Valid. What's your pick for ALGS if you're a betting man? If I had to put money on a team right now, I think I'd probably have the best return rate on TSM. I feel like TSM's got the edge right now, but we'll see. Zob in the tourney is playing with Cena and...
Yeah. E6 does replace him with a fellow controller player, though.
Yeah.
They used to play with Smeggy, so it's at least someone that they were familiar with.
100%.
Now, it obviously takes some cohesion because he did retire at one point.
Yeah.
But losing Nags is definitely a big blow.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, that's one of the best control players in the world. One of the best.
Oh yeah, Smeggy, the sub for E6, the controller, recoil fiend.
He really does have infinite drip. I'm gonna be honest, that whole team really does have drip. Nags has phenomenal style. He wears Balenci's in his sleep. I'm pretty sure he has Balenci socks and Balenci nail polish. And
Swinney.
K Swinney, the Yankee with no brim every time.
No brim.
Yankee, no brim, glasses, beard trimmed to the full. I mean, he looks phenomenal.
Legend has it, he sleeps with that fitted on.
Legend has it, it smells like shit.
I'm getting caught up in the whole Balenci nail polish talk. Why? You need $30 to look good. Have you ever done a tournament like this? Not a LAN. I've never played in a LAN, unfortunately. 20% cheese, 20% nachos. Hard pass. Either way. You guys don't get to hear all the music, so unfortunate. Can't stop re-listening to that chapter about identity. It's one of my favorites. It's such a great reminder too. I love that one. Whenever someone in chat mentions like quitting smoking, it's my go-to recommendation. R9 skin in the store is dope with the C9 bundle. Yeah. Not pay to win Iron Sights, so gotta strike for music. I wonder if I can pull up the screen. I don't know if I actually can show the screenshot. My notifications on my page were just a row of copyright claims. So I'm not gonna. What if I play this public that you can share the link? Yeah, exclamation mark playlist. That's my stream one that I can't play anymore. But Manuel. I'll smoke as well. See how well that goes. Here's the hoping, right? It's a tough one. What's up, Michael? Jerk chicken tacos with black beans, guac, and mangoes. Mangoes underrated. You know what? You know what's an underrated taco? Underrated taco topping is tangerines. Also, why are duck tacos not a more common thing? Duck is so good, and I had duck tacos with a green salsa and tangerine, and it was one of the best tacos I've ever had in my life. I'll smoke them very bad, don't recommend. Yeah, it's a tough one though, man. Can't seem to get the sense right for controller on PC. 4.3 classic, no dead zone. There you go. Solved all your issues. Stream's going good. It's going great, Manuel. We get to watch some professional Apex Legends. Doesn't get much better than that. Doesn't get much better than that. I'm really sad we watched. Should we watch this lobby for this one? They got a lot of cool teams in here. We got Optic, Liquid Energy, TSM, Fnatic Alliance, Burger, Godfire, Sudoraiku, Dreamfire, Kitties. Oh, they okay. That's FA Kitties. That's yep. Because Gambit, they dropped Gambit, I think, because they couldn't compete under their name. What's up, Jared? Tried Mochi ice cream? I don't think I have. I had like Mochi balls with like ice cream in it, but like Mochi ice cream as a separate thing. Taco Tuesday. Tacos are acceptable all days of the week. Amen. And should be encouraged. Every day is a taco day. Is the 1% better rule? Oh yeah, it's a great, like there's so many. It's my favorite recommendation. It's my favorite one. It's a book I think you will only be better off having read. Like Atomic Habits, I really don't think you could read that book and not come away a better person for it. Tech is expensive, but it's so good. It is expensive though. Ever gonna grow a beard? I can't really. I just like it looks like it's gonna fill out nice, and then it gets really scraggly really quick, and it's just unfortunate. You know what's funny is TSM's objectively just a better team. Verhulst is a better player than Snipe without a doubt, and I don't.
Has done it before. Champions of Split 1 Pro League, the APAC region. We know what they're capable of.
Close cam.
Major tournament
Hello.
And then Exo Clan, obviously a notable
5 classic small dead zone. Give 5-4 classic no dead zone a try, Damien. You still like it a little speedier. Give it a go. Give it a go. Where they're landing from? North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, for whatever reason. Sweet, I bet you'd win if you shaved that mustache. Okay, sorry. I don't. It's you. Gotta shave it, man. Just keeping it real with you. Just keeping it real. It's okay. I don't care. If Nikki likes the stash, you can keep it, but It Hurt Me is in my shopping cart because you kept mentioning it. You'll really like that one. You'll really like it. Miss Albon TSM, to be honest. It's kind of like, it's like classic Apex, man. You can't. So classic, you know?
To determine yesterday. Shout out to my man Touche in the building as well. My man Daltouche showing up. We got, rumor has it, Grayson Allen going to be making an appearance. Lulu Lovely going to be coming through.
Wait, Lulu's going?
Holding it down. And of course, live on the main stage, we got Imperial Hal and Sweet Dreams ready to put on a show.
I was there. I want to say hi to Lindsay.
As the arena gets filled up after taking a little break now, we are getting set up and ready to dive into game number 2.
Atomic Habits? Yeah, that's the one, Michael, by James Clear. Really good book. Or a drive for me? Oh, that is cool. You can check out, you can get day tickets if you want to just go out for the day. BIGL of his own team. Al was too good for TSM. I don't know about that one. I mean, they were just the best back then.
not leaving a whole lot for IG. Bryn trying to pick up some scraps. But take a look. They're going to do a split drop IG. RK and dropping No Name Village and picking up that loop. It needs to be careful for Infinity and Geyser.
Okay, what are we doing with the music? Oh, they swapped the stagger. Okay, can you just like turn off the... It's scary. Why is there music? Thanks, no problem, Michael. If you don't enjoy it, just let me know, man. We'll figure something out. Because I really don't think people can read the whole book and then just be like, yeah, I think it's honestly a waste of time. I'd be impressed. So, why aren't you there knocking off some legend domes? I don't have a team. Next ALGS though. Next ALGS. There'd be gaming community in Raleigh. I have no idea why they chose Raleigh. I really expected Texas, which would have been easy for me. I really expected LA, which would have been really easy for me. I really expected Vegas, which would have been really easy for me. Those are like the 3 gaming capitals of NA. And they're like, but Raleigh's got like humidity. I don't know. What's in Raleigh? Besides like, I think like Abrupt's in North Carolina. I don't know if he's in Raleigh, but he's in North Carolina. So like maybe they're like, oh, for Adam, you know. Which I don't blame him. Abrupt's very handsome. I don't know if you guys know this. Very handsome gamer. Very talented. So like maybe for him, but like why? Respectfully to everyone on in North Carolina. If you're playing, what legend would you have been? I'm a Gibby. One of the hardest individual character. I would say the highest potential to just straight up kill your team at least. One bad bubble and you're dead. 1 book and a year limit to read it 2 years in a row. That's a good pick. I think it'd be a good book to be able to please bunny hop. Yuki, please bunny hop. Yuki, please bunny hop. He could have taken 1/8 the damage. Lands at fragment. I don't know. Or TSM in this lobby. Love Gibby. He's a tough one. So here's the thing about Gibby. Ooh, okay, looks like we got a little South Zone type action. Wonder why. It's all a conspiracy so that G2 wins. So that people think controller is viable in Apex. Is it me missing my shots? No, Amos just got secret nerfed. And there was a really funny... So, what I'm referencing, because it's one of the funniest things I've ever heard of. Someone was tried to make the conspiracy theory that zones always pulled south towards, like, lava fragment. Because that's where G2 landed, and they wanted controller players to think that it's possible to win. And surely they wouldn't be able to win on their own, so they kept giving G2 zones. It was really funny. Any Lobas? Not that I've seen. Her bracelet's still broken, so I doubt anyone would want to run her in a tournament for this much money. 7 no of 10k kills, 1.1k wins on him. Very nice, Zach. That's a lot of kills on Gibby. That's way more than me. Kai Brawlter AF. There it is. I like it. Soltech would have won this whole tournament solo. I too enjoy drugs. I don't take drugs, Steven. That's all you, my man. I'm sorry, you can keep them. I won't steal any from you. That joke of the day. What do you call a cow during an earthquake? Milkshake. Alright. A brown cow during an earthquake? A chocolate milkshake. Yeah. Great in terms of Evo shields. You can see right now they are rocking that purple Evo shield. They're going to see whether they want to fully send it onto this team or if they want to take their time here. Of course, that circle is closing, but it's only round 1 here, so they could take their time. Most players playing as a 4-man couldn't even win this, let alone a solo. You could have 4 people, and you still probably wouldn't be the favorite compared to most of the teams here. Why did the no stop playing sports? Because it never got picked. More. Give me more. More dad jokes in the chat right now, please. Thank you. More of them. It was funny. My favorite Apex conspiracy at the moment is that they released Valk's Heirloom. because they knew that it would come out right before the LAN, and everyone at LAN would be playing Valk because she has like a 97% pick rate. Why does a milking stool only have 3 legs? I don't know. I had to throw my boomerang, then it hit me. Few dad jokes, but I said them a lot. Wouldn't it make it more interesting if there's a solo running around? There's a duo, but not because they want to be, because their third got COVID and they don't have a sub. That's really sad. What do you call a bookstore dream shop combo? My dream place? A novelty. Tea-related funds.
Oh, it was so scary there too. You saw him. He had the confidence to maybe land on the top right there, but they didn't know that they were split up at the same time.
Or my fantasy. Fantasy. It doesn't incorporate the... Actually, well, fantasy... You could say a fiction book tea shop. Fantasy. There we go. Fantasy. Pirate's favorite letter? X. Oh. It's the C. How's Dave's going? He said rough. Poor dogs, like sleeping and eating and like, you know, strolling around, making sure the cats are in order. Why is a bee's hair always sticky? Because they use a honeycomb. Okay, okay, bee-related jokes. I like them. TSM hanging on. They're looking. TSM playing really aggressive. Matsu. Playing really aggressive in frag. I like it. Getting that crafter control. TSM, how did you see? He's wearing his neck. His so cute. Before the match, his AC, his girlfriend calls him over, and she got him. I have no idea what it is, but she got him some new drip, a very nice looking necklace, and makes me happy, man. It's nice. It was cute.
Yeah, there's no. Oh no, Verholt's gonna push up again. They said they want this fight. They're gonna take it. Here comes the aggression. They got Mad Maggie and they got Seer for all the intel.
Fly up and get magged. I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Yep, Hal's gonna get up on top roof, ready to slide down. Then you have Verholt's chop. Okay, nope. One too high. Yep, there you go.
You see the Watson fences set up here. If you could destroy one of those Watson fences,
and
as Verholtz is still stuck by the window and taking a nice little cheeky angle.
Yeah, Verholtz needs to be careful though. He continues to put himself.
Well, he doesn't get aim assist.
Like to see, but Hal's gonna do the damage instead. He's gonna crack one, but he gets cracked himself, and that means disadvantage TSM for now. Hal will heal back up.
The good news is that they burned bubble for that.
And here comes Yuka trying to get Verholtz out of this spot. Verholtz says, he's in such a good position.
He's in, yeah, but like he doesn't have kill potential. Like his kill potential is greatly reduced there. And this is and you already see EXO rotating at the top of your screen. It get messy if we stall this out too long, boys. Let's not be stupid about this. Gotta get going. Gotta get going. Something tells me Fnatic's just gonna bunker and they're not gonna do much. But I'm sure just tell him to be better. This is such a dumb fight. It's like when they had him in the open, or when they had him like rotating from crafter, if you get a pick, you can take it. But once they get Watsoned up top floor of that building, it's such a hard. You have like 2 entrances, and both of them are like coordinated spots. The risk of getting swung as a solo in this is, or the risk of getting swung as a solo trying to push that building is really high. You know how easy it is to break down a team if you just bait them into peeking you as a solo? That's the only goal in Apex. Like if you guys really want to know how easy, if you guys want to know how easy this game is, all you got to do, just get into a 3v2 by getting one person to overextend as a solo. TSM died last, or when they took that fight against Optic, they had it like right in the bag. They get their pick. Someone was caught as a solo, and then I love him, great player. But Verholst overextended for sure in caustic gas. Overextends a bit, trying too hard to get too much of an opening against a duo. and they lose out for it. They nearly lost their game. It definitely set them back a lot, right? And that was over just extending as a solo into a 1v2. All you got to do, it's not about like, barely matters how good you're shooting if you're just overextending, or if you get someone to overextend, you know.
Comes in for Fnatic story. TSM now. Gonna go over a little more of a cliffhanger there, you know.
Especially a team that's bunkered up for absolutely zero reason. At the edge of zone, like they could take that, or they could. If they had gone it over with immediately, they could have like gotten it with a third party. But as you saw in the thing, EXO was right above them. It was a really dumb fight. Oh my god. Actually, an Evo working. Speaking of fights in zone, FA Kitties, Ardekian squad X Gambit gonna be taking down that whole team. Hi Hardeki. Okay, so what happened there? What happened there?
Unfortunately, he can't put himself in that position right here. He can't risk it.
It didn't have bubble, but like, it's zone 2. We can take a little zone. Why are we dying? Why are we dying for that? Holy. Starting to death ball. No longer read Edgar Allan Poe. Nevermore. I'm actually a big Poe fan. Fun little fact. I love EAP. My boy EAP. What is? Oh, Artico got COVID. Oh.
Difficult here to make some of these adjustments, especially when it really matters here. Optic Gaming now
So
in some
sad.
trouble themselves.
The no Apex August that's been turning on Reddit. Yeah, but like, what a lot of people don't get is that it's our job. So streamers aren't gonna stop playing. It's just not gonna happen. They should just do a day. I don't know why we're doing a new Apex August. No Apex 8th, maybe.
The older competitors, 27 years old, from Sweden, one of 2 Swedish competitors alongside his teammate Weiss. We'll see if they take that fight. Meanwhile, TSM on the rotate. They find themselves with Dreamfire.
I think TSM is just like really horny for fights right now, and it's making me uncomfortable. Why are we? Cyril going down. He can queue the entire team and Verholst the. Oh, Reps gets the trade. Okay. Okay. But here's the thing. FNC's right there. What the hell are we doing, TSM? You just bubble yourself. You're alright. Get reset. Get that charge rifle ready. Get the rest. They ran away. They ran away. Get the rest. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Get it off. TSM looks like they're gonna reset. But here's the thing, Dreamfire is aware, and now the team that was limiting Dreamfire's ability to push this rotated off. But it looks like they get poked back inside. Yuka gonna be getting a great amount of damage. All he needs to do is stay alive, do a little bit more. This PK gonna be getting a bat down.
TSM to heal up and maybe loot up, maybe third party this if they can, but they got to be careful because we know that Dreamfire, winners from game 1.
Dreamfire's right there, you can't. Gonna be getting the thirst.
And it's gonna be looking very, very bleak.
What's going on, TSM? Oh man. You should partake, just asking. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have Brandon. I'm saying it's just kind of like, because normally I wouldn't really care. Like, I'd honestly just switch to Val for a month if I wasn't like, well, I probably wouldn't still be playing this game if I wasn't a streamer, to be honest with you. But I wouldn't mind. But I also just can't. So. Finish in proportion. One of my favorites from him. Is a good one. I read I read a lot of his work. I did a while ago. But
quickly as
Really good.
possible.
Like a lot of post stuff.
Spot out Nox. That is the question. Nice snug right there in those crates.
It is interesting. I still don't understand though why people think it should be a, because I do it for a day. Just take the day off, you know. I don't understand why people want to do a month. I guess because they think a day isn't gonna hurt. But here's the thing: is if you get everyone to do it for a day, I think that's gonna be a lot louder than a quarter of the people doing it for a whole month. You know, and they see that like 90% of players actually didn't play for a day. I don't know what they think they're gonna do though. Like, what are they? Get better servers. Like, easier said than done.
I'm just gonna mind my own business. Gonna hang out here. Nothing to look at.
I can hear the crowd and it makes me happy. It's not like CS though. There's a lot of one of the funniest things in CS was crowd cheating. If you guys have ever heard of that? Crowd cheating. You could do some things like or there was one of my favorites is if you threw a molly in a corner, you could tell if it didn't get cleared because if the bass from the speakers was going off, it means someone was near the molly. So you knew someone was by your molly. That's a really unlucky. There's a team inside anyways. I don't know why they thought this was an idea that was possible. What was their plan? Like bubbling in the corner or something? Like, I don't understand what they thought was gonna happen. What the dog doing? Am I not playing with them? I don't have a team currently. What's the point? It's a free game. I guess just to get them to change stuff. Great, so we're gonna take 2 days off. It should be just a week of revenue. 2 days would be a whole bad month of revenue. That's true. Or just like, I'd be down to just like boycott the store or something. I mean, I don't spend any money anyways. Oh, Hal enters the building. Hi, Hal.
Ladies and gentlemen of PNC Arena, give them your energy as we got Hal and Reps looking to go big.
Looking to go big. They're absolutely not looking to go big. They're looking to go quiet. They really don't want to make too much noise right now. But why are they running around? You have a perfectly fine bin. Just what are we doing? Oh my god, they're making me nervous. Just relax. Scar's stuck in the corner, but they're not the focused OF. Gonna be absolutely bombarded right now. Stalling it out, just trying to get that bub back. Switch to Monday. I want to see if they have bub. They need bub for rotate, so he honestly can't burn it for the res. They're just gonna get the res. Playing God Comp, which like honestly, God Comp is so last season. And they swing. Okay. Just getting a quick little wipe. Dreamfire going down. How'd they get down there? They were in Beacon Harvester build. I think Xbox players have had it the worst this season. Yeah, honestly, if all of Xbox stopped playing, I wouldn't blame them at all. It's just absolute catastrophe. Oh yeah, we just have a minor like input delay problem. Where you just like by like seconds. Like when you're counting input delay by seconds, it's getting really bad. Burger should be able to clean up scars here. Bubble goes forward, which is good. Give them no respect. Why are we doing that? I mean, I guess they don't want to trade, but like they're just giving them so much space and you're out of zone now. Like, what is going on? What am I witnessing? They're just trying to play the top of this. No, they gotta play the bottom. I don't even think they can play the bottom. I don't think anyone can even play over here. Everyone's dead. Why does a duo have one of the best spots in zone? Are they trying to play like the... What the hell am I looking at? Scars and Burger just like, I don't just into each other. Get the KP. Burger getting the first two and they're gonna get all three. But look, they're dead. They're in the middle of the open. It's just a matter of time until they get killed. It's like bubbles going down. Everyone's dead. Like, did we not recognize this? I don't. Not have a rotate? Not have a Valk? Or like, just throw it for something. Imagine if they win. Imagining. Honestly, it's not even a terrible thing getting put down to losers this early. He's out of ammo. How you have no ammo? He's a mastiff though, never mind. Just bet it. Bet it off. You're good. You're good. Can't hit you. No, you don't even have to. Okay, he's going back to Rebs. If he is final lot, or if they move last, I think they win because these other two are gonna just. Did they just TP down low?
Who takes out one? 3 squads remain. South America and North America.
There you go. We got GFR on the bottom here. Godfather trying to look for another W right here, but they're right below TSM, who doesn't want to overextend and poke.
They're playing for a Valhall, like, second place.
And they're taking up a lot of positioning here. Does Optic? No. Here comes the push. Easy fight. Godfire might be able to rat their way to a win.
Does he have his Q?
The dome shield's gonna come in. Godfire needs to enter this fight if you want TSM to win this. Right below them is Optic Gaming.
See, they have the opportunity. You see the massive in Reb's hand. We talked about the Mad Maggie.
Yeah, because like, oh, he found heavy. That's really big. They need to stall because what they're trying to. Oh, you surely cannot be serious. Surely you cannot be serious. Are they playing for? Oh, and Reps is dead.
But they know he's there. Imperial Hal, 3 squads left. It's going to be a 3rd place finish here for TSM. No way in hell they do it. Yes, they get taken out. Optic Gaming drops. Here comes the 3v3. Godfire, the damage is done from TSM. And Optic Gaming is going to win it.
Whoa.
Optic Gaming is your champion of game number 3.
They needed that. They needed that fallout. They were on the other side of the page of the overall leaderboard, and they needed that dub. But the performance that we just saw from TSM was insane. Cleaning up the lobby with every team funneling into their line of sight.
That's right. A lot of respect. We followed the journey of TSM all the way through the end, but you gotta talk about Optic's performance.
What was that? Coach Rogue, look at him back there. Father Rogue, hang up.
They survived long enough to be the last team standing in that King of the Hill-esque fight that they had, and then they slowly worked their way up. They don't full set.
Coach Rogue, where are you going? We need your input, man. Are they like pulling Skittles for a player interview or something? Over to the other lobby. CR! Oh wait, they like were really delayed. They were really staggered. Okay, well we got another game.
This spot is insane. I don't think I've ever seen it. And here it is, baby. The Falco feed face Imperial. Where are they going to land? Where is Watson? The IGL of the center.
That was a weird one. Why'd they go back down? I mean, they're dead, but.
I love this play by him.
Do they have subs? Well, yeah. Well, a lot of subs are playing. 24 of the starting roster players can't play in this tournament, Brandon, because of COVID or visa issues. So there's a lot of subs. Like LG, really a big bummer, but 3 of their starting players couldn't play. So they literally had to get half of Complexity's roster. So we can announce her for the B stream. He's the official B stream.
E6 out, Fennel out. As look at this. AD is just letting the grenades rain from above like fucking hell. Look at this.
Go get him, Parka.
Moving now to the trailer. They're gonna push in.
Oh.
Miss PK shot, another Miss PK shot. The Havoc coming out of the spray transfer. A 2v2. Can they do it? E8.
And he's gonna find it.
Roller boys getting aim assisted back to the lobby. How you darn skis? See you later.
How you darn skis?
And there the gold bag res comes out. Look at AD getting the reset as E6 is eliminated too. And Crazy Raccoon
doesn't get touched from zone.
Falco landing right back in the normal spot here.
ODK actually hit the horizon Q up.
Valkyl into a return to sender. I'm still kind of annoyed by that end game. They drop all the way down to like Valkyl, the third party, but like.
C9 is the team to watch in this situation. They've been dominating as a duo this whole time. They are somehow.
I'm a little confused.
As Furia is also in a phenomenal spot. But look at GMT. What is GMT's situation?
All around really cool. He's got great persona. Yeah, he needs to stop swearing. I don't know if he can though. Fortunately for them, they let him. Like they don't care on the B stream, but. GMT.
Yeah.
There's no plan landing here.
Yep. This is just all on Rambo. I'm gonna take a little zone, I think. Oh no, he's got the timing down. He's got it good. Got it perfect.
Here we go. There's 3 teams also Valculting at this.
Just floating.
Look at the fucking map right now. It's just fucking circles, dude. It's looking like hawks stalking chihuahuas. And there we go. They're starting to rotate around.
Hawk stalking Chihuahuas.
One team landing underneath post. One team on the right side. Fury in the back left next to the truck. And they're going to land for the most obvious spot, but it might work out because everyone's fighting.
I was going to say, this is not the...
Fury here, as Fury's going to go down too. Zara Tricky dead.
Not the most obvious. It was just kind of in the middle of the open. But they're living.
They're in a tough spot, bro.
Alright.
Still getting kills as well.
And C9 is just getting kills in the top right as Rambo goes down at GMT. And look at the boys over at C9. Can I get to the boys at C9 for the love of God? Naughty is the man to watch more shots.
No,
Naughty cannot.
And he's going down. Great shot, so.
And look at this. Fury is still alive, but Crazy Raccoon is the team to watch as they are on the slow side of zone. It is an absolute shit show right now.
TSM sends it down. Well, TSM just like was trying to get second out of that. Just like couldn't get it. But I don't know. The team down low, I mean, they just gave Optic the win. They could have just taken the 3v3 shuffle, but then they're probably giving TSM the advantage. But you have 3v2, so as long, or 3v3, so like you take the 3v3 and just like you can't get knocked, and then you win, or you just do what they did, and I guess you get a guaranteed second almost, because the duo's gonna get killed first.
I want to see how many fucking bubbles it takes down.
Yep, it is AD underneath on the post, ODK on the height, and CR on the far side here.
Would Wig really be himself? Can drop a couple F-bombs though. It's still Wig at the end of the day, you know.
Is he a solo?
I believe Parker is indeed a solo here. No, yes, he is. Parker is a solo, so it's a 3v3.
And then we got CR. Let's see. CR, we gonna toss this one as well, or are we gonna? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, that was mean.
They want to get that KP. That KP in that place, and he makes them drop down.
Starting to close. ODK will drop, but they do have Horizon, which we know can change a fight.
Oh, but they're getting griefed right now by Parker. Parker is griefing the shit out of the boys in ODK.
Here comes CR.
And CR, the Q going up from Horizon on the backside. Onyx most likely going to get eliminated here as Suwa goes down, Hatson goes down, and the punch. The 1-2 fucking how you do the mic toss and knockout. And Crazy Raccoon without Roz gets a fucking W.
CR looking good.
I mean, listen, that's a Rozless CR. Without fucking Roz getting that fucking
their
W.
coach.
That's the 1-2 how you fucking do. We love to see the boys over at
Got a goddamn coach playing.
CR probably taking first.
He's a manager.
They had that whole backside to play.
6, 18, 6. Jesus.
But they were the only team that sent it for that backside, which I was like, is that playable? Is it not? The IQ, they take it and they win the game easily from there.
Off of a spot knowledge. I mean, they also Valk ulted and then just went back to their spot. I suppose to just like buy time.
And he said, hey, if I'm going out, bro, going out with me, big dog.
ODK with a banger game, though. They had
Yeah, Parka actually playing as C9's fourth right there, or C9. Parka playing as CR's fourth right there. It's pretty funny. I like that. Yeah. Okay, 6. So here's the thing with a lot of the APAC North teams. You guys want some like little secret sauce? Part of the reason NA is so good is because we fight. We fight a lot, and we really like it for whatever reason. We love ruining each other's games. The thing is though, is that when we get on the world stage, our fighting is usually just better when we're playing in like LAN. You watch APAC North and you watch the APAC North playoffs, which are always really fun. They're really fun because they're ESPN drone racing, and you get to sit there and watch two teams playing the opposite side of a corner from each other that could just bubble up and fight, but for whatever reason, they just don't like fighting. They don't do it. They played 20, like their scrims must be annoying. It's like 20 teams round 5. It's insane. Except for Hammer Drill running around getting a pick on the edge, and that's it. So even though CR has like good end game potential, that skin's so fire. Where is that? I want that skin. Leaked skin. They're just gonna keep leaking it, I guess. It's a fire skin though. Even though a lot of these APAC North teams are great on placement, they usually very rarely have KP. Right? And it gets annoying because they just need to fight. When it comes down to fighting, y'all do better. Yeah, so like a lot of North teams, oh, we're going over to Storm Point, I think. A lot of North American teams, they might get like 8th place position wise, but they got 7, 8, 9 KP doing it, you know. Better at positioning or skill, some skill other than fighting. Nope, APAC North or APAC North. NA is kind of dumb. His Evo skin? I don't think so. It looks pretty static. Maybe. I don't know. That would be. I wouldn't. Maybe be worth it. Don't call it. I think Valk Watson Crypto. I think that's what CR was running, right? Yeah. Valk Watson Crypto. That is what they're running. I'm still a fan of Gibby. So. I don't particularly think that it's a good comp. It seems to be working for them. It's definitely a very passive, adaptive comp where you're not looking to fight. You are looking for placement. But you get a lot of intel from the crypto plus Valk, and you have like rotate, and then I guess you have defensive ability with Watson. So like on paper it makes sense, but I don't know. I don't know about its longevity. Who are the big names in this tourney other than Hal? Literally everybody. Okay, well that's not true because most big names are content creators. Like Hal, Sweet, Naughty, Albarelli. I was gonna say Ras. He's out with COVID. Jen Burton. Where physically are they playing this tournament? Raleigh, North Carolina, for whatever reason. So I don't know. See. Running my girl Lifeline, she's a beast. Still keeping your team in the fight. She's competitively, she's a really cool character. Competitively, I might prefer Mirage. Just saying a lot. Like the Watson ult, or rather a Bubble and Gibby's ult. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I guess the fences are just a please don't int me. Oh, little break, guys, going into Storm Point. What we're waiting for as a heads up. What is the role of an observer? For this, it's just the people watching. So it's like you have admins, you have like quality assurance, and you have the broadcast. No Isu or Timmy? Neither of them are playing, no. Is that a Hello Kitty Fnatic jersey? James. Go back to James. Get off Ryan. I don't care. Go back to James.
You're gonna have to wait till our series 2.
I don't want to wait.
Point, you don't have to wait any longer. It is coming up. Our next 3 games will be on the
Go back to James. I saw. Was he wearing a Hello Kitty Fnatic jersey? Fire. Just woke up. Update me, please. TSM is playing the game. They had a nice 3rd place.
The right changes for the right teams, Lauren. We know some teams really have to start getting it going. Otherwise, it's going to be a day late and a dollar short.
Yeah,
also something kind of wild. Lily Pichu over on YouTube now. Interesting. Saw that one coming, but
the best showing in these first 3 maps. You get a little bit of a reset. You
I don't know why she went. Because all she does is like hang out and stream Minecraft. Just like get that bag queen.
Looking at those overall leaderboards, I think there were some surprises. I mean, you guys called out 100 Thieves down there at the bottom. We also saw Duck Zero a lot lower than I think we would have thought they'd be in those first 3 rounds. But it's fine because
top 3 legends. Valk. For ranked, Valk Seer Horizon. For comp, I like Valk.
Point's all about that incline, you know, you gotta get your lunges ready. So
that's right.
He is wearing the Fnatic Hello Kitty cloud.
As well. We might have done some
that's sick.
I'm not gonna explain more than that. I don't think it needs any more explanation.
One little fact, James, not him, but the one in the middle, legendary CS caster. I grew up listening to him cast CS, so it's very cool. Very cool that he casts Apex as well. It makes me really happy. Although he likes caustic and charge rifles, so like, makes me sad. Healing drone is faster than medkit, and I use a care pack to get more cover in the open areas. Get down our teammates, cover fire, still strong with a high IQ player. The difference is that James. The difference is that when like the thing is that other players are higher IQ too. So like her care pack is good cover until you have a pro team spamming you out with Valk Q and nades. Her Q is faster than a med kit, but most of the time fights don't come down to healing anyways. They come down to just like damage output v damage output, and it just takes too much time and you're stuck in the spot trying to get heal drone. Her res is good until your team gets thirsted in an instant anyways by the 14 teams looking at you. You know? Just not a good kit competitively. It's fine for like everything else, but competitively just not a good kit. You know? Apex tips with like a whiteboard and markers, explain angles, swinging and whatnot, and kicks to nose of fighting. Good for scrubs like me. Not really, because a lot of it's just like two bubbles running at each other. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. And the difference is that even the difference between ranked and comp is like massive, right? So like when you try and play ranked like it's comp, it doesn't even really work that well. Like we joke a lot about the one time Capra said to coexist with a team, and then we got inted by the team because no one was holding them in their spot. Oh, do they still mess these up like really bad? A lot of these apparently were just made up. One of my favorites was apparently a player had zero one time. I don't know if this was a sick joke or what. There was a player who subbed for Bronzy subbed for, I think it was Bronzy. He subbed for like 2 games, and he got 0 kills across those 2 games. Like very possible. Here's the thing. They put him with a player card of like, they were like, how many kills did Bronzy get across the entire split 1 of playoffs? He subbed for 2 games, mind you. 0. They didn't say in 2 games. So like the poor dude is on global broadcast getting outed for having 0 kills, but people don't know he's a sub. People didn't know he's not a starter or on a team. So mean. Yeah, apparently they love just, how many kills did Hardeki get on average? Yeah, 9 kill average. I'm pretty sure it's 9. Lines core shoes and most of her benefits are too easily countered in comp. Yeah, because even her shield, like, since it doesn't cover every angle, you're just gonna get insta spammed out. Because anything that draws attention to you, like a res shield like that, that's not a Gibby bubble. The reason Gibby bubble is so strong is because even though it is a big beacon of like, hey, I'm rezzing, or like I'm low and resetting, is it can't get shot out and it can't get looked over. It covers all your sides. Because the only weakness is like if it's on a slope from like down the hill. But most of the time that can't happen, and a good Gibby can throw it in a way that it doesn't get poked out like that. We're showing leaderboards. Go back. I did not see the start. Team Liquid with a 14th. It's not what I like to see. What I like to see. I love Team Liquid. Who am I rooting for? NA. TSM jumped to 11 spots. Good for them, man. Need for this Thunderstorm Blanket Watch Party combo. What a combo. What a good day for a Thunderstorm. I was kind of hoping we'd have a Thunderstorm one of these days. I don't think we are. Kind of hoping we have a bunch of gray, but alas, it is summertime in Arizona. I remember there was a really funny thing about, apparently the Phoenix weather person gets death threats. When he gets it wrong. We only have 50 days that aren't sunshine in Phoenix, Arizona. 50 days of the year that aren't sun. So it's pretty, like, even if he just guessed sun for every single day of the year, that's still a like predominantly pretty good success rate. Why don't they allow teams 2 people to have a content creator sub who are there already? I think it's because they had to get like the roster approved and they didn't get them in time. So $20? $20 wager on TSM? I mean, like, you think they're... I mean, it feels like it's a 50-50, but like, honestly, they're not looking too hot right now, I'm not gonna lie. They're taking really dumb fights, from my perspective. They look really dumb. But it's also because I can see the third party zooming, so... Last 6 weeks of storms? You need to move to Phoenix. There you go, problem solved. Ooh, Dora with almost a 365, so close to that year. Appreciate it, Dora. Thank you for being here. I got faith. I mean, I got faith too. Like I said, it feels like a 50-50, but it's not. I don't know. I think they're gonna... You can see how tall Evan is. It's so funny. Look at him poking up there. He's actually kind of dripped out now. The CEO got the bling. AC hooking him up pre-tournament. That was Lumi. I saw him on the broadcast. Lumi. Hard not to have faith in hell. Always pulls it out. Always feels like he finds it. Like, regardless. Who got a caster mix up?
It's an emotional moment for the entire Apex community, but it's good to be back. And this match is going to tell us a lot about how the teams are going to be approaching this.
I'm interested to see Stormpoint. Stormpoint's actually, I'm surprised. I'm really enjoying it as a comp map, mainly because of the loot. I still kind of wish I wish Olympus got added to. I wonder how that would turn out. A 2-2-2 series, or do you think it would turn into a 9-game series if we added another map of 3-3-3? Probably not. Do you think they'd play only 2 maps at a time? So like a that's kind of dumb too. So I guess it would turn into, I think there should only be 2. I like a 3-3 split. But I wish it was Olympus. Third on the leaderboard? Yeah, but like not a convincing one. The stars on my account? Brandon, thank you for the 500, my man. I appreciate you being here. It's always good to see you, man. Always good to see you too. I appreciate the 500. Always good to have you around. One of the OGs, one of the OGs, back in the OG Tsunami days. I have a purple platform channel. I do, but I don't currently use it, but you can go ahead and follow it if you'd like. Same name, Prob Garrett. Optics are a really good team. They are a stellar team, and I think they're a great Stormpoint team too. This tea smells good. What kind of tea is it? And we got the armories are in this match. They are in the comp game mode, so although Optic also does get all the mills for free. So it's kind of hard to do poorly when you have the best loot in the game.
Every time we saw them in Sweden, Sentinels certainly felt the brunt of it throughout practice and all the build up to
yeah, Sentinels tried. Fun fact, that was the beginning of the end for Sentinels. I wonder if Sentinels just they need to drop their roster, but respectfully, I mean, like, they don't even play, and I don't know, they're just like trolling. I don't even think they give a shit. 3 of the best three of the best MK players in the world, without a doubt. But like, what the hell are they doing? I don't know. Longjing. I've not heard of that, but let me know how it is. What kind of tea is it? I'm Detonation. Oh, I don't know who they are. Meow. What weapons are best for comp? You don't always get to be too picky, but Flatline's really good, Spitfire's really good, Wingman's really good, Car's really good, PK super important. PK is probably one of the guns that like you normally get away with not running it, but like in comp, especially for Gibby teams, it's so important. So important and so good for bubble fights. The Sentinels are OG players from way back. Oh, of course. And I mean, it's like Sentinels, it feels weird. Oh yeah, what I was saying. They had controlled, what was it called? Sorting Factory. They controlled Sorting Factory on World's Edge for so long. Teams tried to contest it all the time. It's a 2-team POI. and Sentinels would run at them every single time and just make that whole area a nightmare because you couldn't, like, they were so hard to fight. Just burning arrows. What, are we switching guns or something? Guess not. Okay. Those were really aggressive for. Oh boy, hello. Monde looking in. That Gibby needs to go down though. Oh, okay. Burger gonna be going down. Over to the likes of Scar. Some fantastic shots coming out from the Manderson. Great look out of him with the charge rifle. Really miss out of playing because of passport issues? Yeah, not only, like, I think 2 teams did back in season 3 too, and they were great, you know? And then they just kind of like they gave it up. They just stopped playing the game. I don't know. Whatever happened to Matthew? He's on Guild, but he didn't. They didn't make it. Him and Horizon. Horizon's finally popping off like he should. So funny. He's so funny. Such a funny kid. Oh, I can't really call him. I think he's 19. Can't really call him a kid. He just feels so young. He's gonna be like a. I think like he's gonna be like a. We'll see. We'll see. If he could really like. He just needs to catch mainstream, dude, and then he could actually be XQC level of like icon. Not like XQC, because XQC is XQC, but like I think of XQC when I think of him because of the like just the fact that he's incoherent and hilarious. You know, he should be playing. I don't disagree with that. Horizon's not. Wait, did Horizon leave Guild? Is he done? Is he done with comp? Either way, but back what I was saying, I'd never seen Sentinels give up a drop spot. They've just like, yeah, he's dead. They've just played it like brain dead idiots and just ran at anyone willing to. Gilderson's on the Loba. Okay, bracelet actually working. Let's go. Oh, Horion is a riot. Sorry, my thing's far. I think Horion's still Guild. I feel like he might accidentally get cancelled. Oh, for sure. It might happen. But it's also just so on character that like I just don't think that he'd actually get cancelled for anything, because like it's Horizon. Like, what are you gonna cancel him? He's just like, and he's dead. Gilderson's apparently playing for Tayless. I'm just kidding. This is one of his emotes.
You can see the Bolin here is kind of safe and kind of comfortable as far as taking fire anymore is concerned. Unfortunately, he's going to have to do it alone. Yeah, Bolin, one of the replacements that came in.
Is that XQC?
Fire and has been performing very well already today, and a lot of responsibility when you're the only
It's such a goofball. I love Scars, they're so funny. Error claiming bonus. I'm getting scammed. What are channel points? Entertaining to watch him. It's not boring content, that's for sure. He is, and he's doing a really good job with it too. Got the Asu effect full swing. Chalfer's Rage comes. Well, my favorite was a Prizzy's clip of him playing the clip from Rugrats. And then he switches over to Horizon, who is in a heated ranked discussion to him just one of the funniest Twitter clips of all time. It was so perfect. It was so funny. I think Spitty changes the LGS meta. Well, it's definitely just in there. I mean, it's a really good gun. Not for my sanity, but it's very strong statistically. Anything with a big mag like that in a situation like this, gonna be really good. Just got good range too. Easier to control. Slap a 3 or a 2 to 4 on that baby and just kind of go at it for a while. Part of Hal's kit, he thinks. every one of his subs and donos almost immediately. It's really impressive. I've seen that. He's really good about it. On Snipe and they were arguing and a Prizzy is like, Dad, stop fighting. When he was subbing for them, dude, it was so good. It was so funny. He did well too. I was really happy. Dude, I would not be surprised if we see a little energy roster swap after this. If they don't do well here, it would not surprise me. Pick me up, please. I play the game daily. I really don't get it. 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 I don't know why. Why are we doing that to ourselves? Don't play the game. Probably the most they've played this today will be the most hours they played a day of Apex Legends since last tournament, probably. Thornberry's kid, I think. Yeah. Some of these dudes where you're not in there blows my mind. Well, I don't have a team. Gotta go to work soon. I'll be ready to update you when you're back. PSM's gonna need a new Gibby. I just need to put reps on Gibby. I don't know. I mean, reps is like one of the best Gibbies in the game. I don't think they need to switch anything up. PSM, pick me up. Would they get rid of NRG, Rocker, and Nathan? I mean, those two barely play. It would be sad. Like, that's a pretty iconic NRG roster, but like, Sweet was like yelling at them for not playing. Because the one thing you gotta do is at least just like I worry that they're gonna discover stuff mid-tournament. Like, it's the joke about like, it's one thing to find spots. I don't think Reps is going anywhere. I mean, like, Reps and Hal they all live together too. I doubt that we're gonna see a roster change. Hal's a pretty loyal dude too. I mean, the only reason they dropped Snipe was because he wanted to go to Halo. The only reason they dropped Alb was because he wanted to leave. I have a feeling Reps is going to drop on his own. He's pretty discontent with Apex as a whole. Yeah, but like, he doesn't play anything else. I just don't see it. All of us don't like all of us go through our phases of like not liking the game. I just really don't see Reps leaving. Because he's not really a content creator. He's not much of a, he doesn't stream a ton. I just don't really see it. It was bad. I have a feeling he'll be a free agent because Albinati sounded done with him the other day. I mean, he was playing terrible. He was playing terrible. I also don't think they were too happy with him going to Vegas for the MFAM thing. Which, like, he was supporting his girl. I'm not gonna knock him for that. Like, it's good. Be a good boyfriend. Like at the end of the day, Apex is really important to all of us, you know, especially to us competitors. I mean, it's our job, you know. It's like a pro sports player, but you still gotta be a good boyfriend, supportive of those around you, be a good family person, be there for your family. Like, at the end of the day, you know, still people, still got lives to live. I don't want, like, it's a real bummer at the end of it when you look back and realize, because there's no, like, you can always play Apex, you know what I mean? As in, like the possible amount of Apex to play is 16 hours a day. You literally can't play sports that much. You're going to have a negative impact on your body to play that much. Imagine if the expectation of like athletes was to play for like 6 hours of the day and then study for the other 12. You know what I mean? So Otter, am I tripping? You're tripping. I think it was Hardeki. It's weird, but it's one of those things that you can do for every second of every day. I don't want to believe Love Reps. Hikey think he keeps that team in the best position to win. Reps is really good. We'll see. I really just don't see it. Any estimates on how long this lasts? Usually a series takes 3 to 4 hours, depending on production. Usually like 3.5 to 4. And then there's 2 sets of games being played today. Was it for Holst? Yeah, well, we got a little story here. Whipping the Benz.
One of the 3, they're whipping.
He's got the goddamn glasses off.
He's ready to fucking poke some eyes out with that thing, dude. Jesus Christ.
Crypto heirloom. I forget Crypto has an heirloom, and I'll be honest, it's fire. I love that heirloom. It's a really good one. The Rubik's Cube sword. I'm getting into a pretty good spot over here. I already don't really care. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, but if Optic Gaming can put themselves in a position where they don't take a fight too aggressively.
Thought you were playing in ALGS. I qualified for Series 2 Pro League, or Season 2 Pro League, but my team dropped. Eye coordination at age though, trust me on that. It's true. I'm only 21 though, so I at least got a whole like 2 more years in me before I start like being old and bad. I already feel old and bad. But at the end of my life cycle, I'm ready to retire, to be honest. You go against these like 16-year-olds with just instant reaction time, and I'm like, what the ow. So it was when I was 15, 20. Only 21 though, so I'm like, it's beginning of the end for me. I'm ready to like admit that. It's going downhill. It's going downhill. Maybe there will be like drugs though to get me back.
Other teams now know they're in the vicinity. They've seen them land. They know they forced the bubble. So Alliance are going to be under pressure here. And if they take damage, Alliance are going to have to fight. It looks like IG are just around the corner trying to force their way in as that zone starts to creep forward as well. As we see a couple of other kills go down in the feed.
We're really old now? No. I mean, there's 32. Frex is 32, I think. And he's competing. And he's really good. I had to switch to controller though, because he's old and can't play MK anymore. But, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, his wife's now left on his own. He's got the Sentinel, he's got the Peacekeeper, but with so
ooh, can he get a knock? Can he get a knock? Oh, gets the armor swap. Okay. Bran. Looking nice with the little tappy toes, Mr. Fancy Feet.
Victor's Gaming thanking the Lords that there was help. It was charge rifles, it was scouts, it was everything just suddenly looking towards Alliance. And
well, because here's the thing. There's also like a 50+ CS team. They're really good. I'm gonna book store, T-shop, economics combo when you retire, BR Generations on Calyro. I'd love to just like have a tea shop. Actually, my end goal, I say that I want to be able to retire at 30 and just like stop thinking about money at all. That's my goal. But then I can just work. I don't want to like actually stop working though. I just want to work for like a non-profit or something. Just on my I want to like not think about money at all. Just not worry about it. Just get to work for a non-profit. Do some good, you know.
In the ALGS, that's how good they are when it comes to those endgame circles. They're putting themselves in
Forget X. X is like 70. I'm just kidding. He's like 20. 5 plus 15. He's about 39 today, or did he like turn 40? He's like 39, isn't he? Up there. Yeah, then I wasn't that age. They're insane, dude. I feel like I'm gonna need like LASIK at 30, though. My eyes are just going out. The laptop putting in work with that charge rifle, truly. Just want to hit the lottery. Yeah, something like that, man.
This weird love triangle that they find themselves in is not a comfortable position to be in. You've got to get the hell out of it ASAP. Otherwise, all 3 of you are going down. You've got to be moving into that zone as soon as possible.
And while all the fighting goes down, EXO somehow managed to survive, and now they're going to be moving forward. FA Keys might not be able to say the same, though, as the Ogre is the
kind of an awkward spot. Hello. And
goes down, and it's going to be Godfire now moving in.
Aggressive reload. Finds the pump. Dancing around. Gonna die then. And they dead. Optic was probably the best spot in the zone. Holy. What a dominant spot for Optic right now. As DF just gonna get churned through that meat grinder. The only other team looking healthy, IG over in the corner hanging out.
Good KP on the board for them, but not the placement points they would have wanted. TSM RIP. They are out of the next game that we find ourselves in as well.
TSM dead. And then Liquid picking up some KP. Coach Rogue just hanging out. Thinking about how nice it is getting some sleep because I think it's first vacation he's on since having a newborn. Gilderson's TPing way into zone. And he's dead. Can't really do much there. Brand gonna be picking up some KP down to a 3v3 between IG and Optic. Optic in the far superior position right now with everything to themselves in zone as IG's gonna be ramping. Wait, hold on. Don't give up high ground. What are we doing? Okay, thank you. Skittles recognizing the ramp, gonna be taking the height back. As Dupe almost cracking the... Was that a rate? Right? No. Okay, it was a Watson. Still playing with controller? I still play both. We're rooting for NA. 35 here, whatever, you young little kid. Almost an adult. What's ALGS mean? Apex Legends Global Series. Optic just working him down. I really don't see a way IG's gonna make it out of this. And oh, does punch him in the face. Okay, we're just hinting apparently. 2 knocks, just bat. We really just don't need to peek there. Arcan trying to make something happen. Just not going to though. Thank you. Optic gonna pick up another one. Back to back. Like I said, a fantastic Stormpoint team. Fantastic Stormpoint team. The boy with the sifted G Fuel duplexion. I'm Jacob. No! It's gonna be okay. Over to the B stream as we got an SNG. I don't really feel like talking too loud, so we're just gonna. There you go.
I don't see a single comment about, man, these guys are camping.
Nothing.
They're camping.
Nothing.
They're ratting. They're playing for $2 million.
Speaking of ratting.
$2 million.
Speaking of ratting.
$2 million.
Yeah, you wipe your ass with that, bro. You're Drake. You're literally him. Now, SSG's
Freak definitely does not wipe his ass. $2 million as for the commentary input. Definitely does not. None of us do. Report.
Nothing at all. I mean, everything is taken here.
Who's behind Optic? The coach? Yeah, that's Rogue. Sub and coach. Our usage disheartening, needs damage if it runs people over. A lot of them use cars. But mainly for rotate tools. And then late game cover. The aim assist is reduced for controller. Is that true? I think a streamer mentioned it on stream. No, like it hasn't been adjusted or anything. Hasn't been changed. What they were probably talking about is the fact that for console they get put to 0.4 in the ALGS. So if console plays in the ALGS lobbies, they get put to the PC value of aim assist of 0.4. Is this pubs?
What? Can you talk?
What?
Wait, what's that fit?
AOM has the best spot. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Was Lumia on the big screen?
I think Swinny is in the best spot.
Really? You think that K-Swinny is the best spot in the game?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
They're holding a lot of area back there.
Yeah, that's fair.
AYM does have a very, very good spot. But one thing I will say is it's very tough to hold it. Yeah. Late game, there are going to be teams that are going to be walking up from both sides, the middle house and the far left house. And it's very hard because you can't stand up in those pools without getting LOS from somewhere.
Rogue didn't know for sure. Yeah, it is Rogue. He is the official Optic sub.
Audio cues many times in a row. Devastating to say the least every time I play ranked. Probably one of the most infuriating things that I have to go through daily playing Apex Legends.
Yeah.
9 hours a day I play this game. 9 hours a day, I just get no audio.
9 hours a day, I just get no audio.
No matter what headset I'm rocking.
Yeah.
I could be literally in Doug Dimmadome's Tomesdale Dimmadome.
Dizzy, Ace, Moore, Shroud,
like never. It looks like Skittles out here with all these colors.
Fade.
All these teams here. Every single
Scream.
Taken. We're about to see a lot of fading.
We're really about to taste the rainbow.
Who else we got?
Is not in there.
Who else we got? Doc.
That's gonna be in a really tough spot.
What else we got? Lily, Pichu.
I feel so bad for my man. He has a long way to go, and it's going to be a struggle for him.
Who else we got?
He has a good rotation down. Anyone have Beacon here? AYM has no Beacon.
Who else with Timmy? Thank you. Who else we asking about?
Knowledge. And CR going to be looking over here as E8 starts.
Timmy.
Look at this.
Pick them all up.
I want to know if CR is going to fight this. Is E6 going to get aggressive on these guys?
AC.
E8. And look at Furia wrapping behind E8.
Good one to ask.
Ulti coming out from E8 here. And once CU's getting
nice wig.
in a tough spot as CU starts to move up for the sandwich. The soup sandwich moving up.
Kobe. We're looking for the irony ones. Me. Throw a prop Garrett in there.
Little fucking sandwich here as Furia starts to rotate to the right side a little bit too, but they all have to move decently far in the open.
Post Malone.
Not much area for these guys to play when they start.
I've seen him fry out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Post Malone.
Teams not in zone. Yep. Someone's gonna get pinched.
Deltouche.
And there's gonna be some Valcolties coming in.
Yeah, 100% without a doubt. And there's gonna be the Valcolties that.
What was the name of the Formula 1 driver Timmy played with?
Zera and them actually getting the knocks out of the boys over at E8.
Who we got? Who else we asking?
Right now, they're gonna probably get out. But the Furia's going to apply pressure. They want to apply that pressure. And we're going to see
who's one of the OG teams?
Zeta and them, FL on the backside, Zeta on the left, 100 Thieves on this right side. And it looks like Furia's just going to wipe E6, E8 most likely. And they're going to be done. And E8 is indeed eliminated. Presley going down. And that's going to be wraps for the Furia boys as a 100 Thieves is trying to CR is moving up now as well. And Pelver
he's pretty good. Oh, Nick Merckx. How could I forget?
As they get a knock, it's going to be a 2v2.
Nicholas Merckx.
And he gets no audio from behind. Is he going to be able to stay alive? Can he do it?
Crazy.
Oh my god!
And
CR eliminated. Oh, CR down to the massive nade.
Going nutty with
oh my god!
PVX.
What a great Eva shot.
Phenomenal job. Wiping CR. Space Station, they're actually there.
But they are only a 2-man now.
These and heirlooms, actual accounts, or are they unlocked too? Actual accounts, I think.
17th, the first place team is now done.
Furia making it in there.
There's a lot of different angles from the house that they can get looked at if they start
snipe down.
But they're gonna be okay for now.
Yeah, did you hear what happened to poor Yazzie? They lost all of her luggage and her wedding dress. His wedding's today, I think. Maybe tomorrow. Today or tomorrow.
This guy, they need this point. 100 Thieves needs every point they can get, bro. Anmu looking like me right now, bro, with these shots. He's really struggling with R3-1.
I'll put that one
There we
in.
go. They got the kill right now. Where's just go down? So Onyx is eliminated at 16th. And 100 Thieves, sadly, Greek, just got their amount of KP or amount of points in one game right here in the last 3. That is fucking crazy.
Yep.
So they have now 2 points going into the overall score, which is a rough start for 100 Thieves.
C9 walking up to fight AYM, though.
Yeah, and AYM and C9 going to go after it here. What is C9 going to do? They're going to throw a great bubble here by Mac. And they're getting angles. Naughty getting in there, getting fucking dirty on it, baby.
Hello.
He's going to get stuck right now with the Arcstar. 2 Valks getting cracked here. They start to move in. Naughty with some great shots. He goes down. Zach's going to go with the Spitfire rain. Can he do it? No, he can't.
Granddad
AYM eliminates C9 as C9 trying to get aggressive on him.
Oh my god.
Hopefully, throwing a beer down
they're getting
with
third-party
the boys.
100 Thieves is now flying in as well in the backside
and
building.
AYM is full eliminated.
And AYM goes out because C9 wanted to fight. And I guarantee AYM is not happy.
Oh my god, the door jam.
No, the door jam comes out. Post kill's going to knock Scurry's going to turn the
2v2.
Oh, getting in there.
2v1 for the boys over 100 Thieves. Can they do it? The gas
Oh, you just locked yourself outside. And then VJX with the Volt coming in. On move.
The gas is starting to be an issue here. Good fence right there.
Oh, get the other one down. Connect him. Connect the other one. He's gonna be trying to get the res. He's kind of in the doorway. I feel like he's gonna take damage for this. He's gonna die.
And that sucks for 100 Thieves. Not a bad
That
fight.
really sucks for 100 Thieves.
No, and Scurry needed to get that kill creek. He did not get it. Anmu taking some shots. The 2v1.
I don't know who Armadillo is.
Oh my god! The shot
Won't be honest.
from Anmu with the PK
I appreciate
to
them, though.
save their day. Holy shit.
100 Thieves getting some points here. They still have a
I
rotation.
know you.
But look at this. Pulverix, the duo, is holding God spot. And this could be really good for 100 Thieves.
I think they're an Apex player.
For them as well.
Pulverix is
Okay.
without their Watson, though, so they
Well,
will
happy
not
birthday
have
to
a
them.
character.
Yep.
They
Oh,
need
last
to
month,
show
okay.
big here, though, because everybody else is going to
I heard
rotate
music
away,
for a
and they
second. I
might
got
be
scared.
able to win this as a duo.
Yeah, and look at Phoenix. They're trying to stop a Valkyrie on this left side. They're going to actually pop one, too. And we see Phoenix on the top side of Armory. They're going to try to pop this. And where are they going to go?
Just
We're going
wait
to see
till
Valkyries
day 4 and it'll
Data is also
still
Valkyrie.
be
Phoenix, look
going.
at the fireworks from above as they start to go in. SSG actually getting dropped. Getting dropped right here as Jet Burner gets the kill on a DC. They're going to try to get the res. Can they get it?
Full
They're gonna
sending. I
swing
mean,
to the
they so they have to
left.
like
They
full
actually
send the
do wanna
building
jump
because if
in.
they're outside the building, they die
Does
from getting poked
not
by a lot of
drop
teams.
the
So
gang
like
consecutively.
full
And he's
sending
gonna
in
go down as
comp is
Zeta
actually
Fury on the
the
bottom side.
smarter move. Drawing out fights is the
Kills
not
here as
smart
Burn
move.
United is eliminated indeed. Drop getting full kill. That's Furious looking for some shots underneath the
You have a
house.
bot that removes all comments with bad language. That's just Facebook's. I have like the auto, the lowest auto setting just because I didn't have a pace spin of all like non-safe for stream words, or I didn't like get one. Feels weird. I probably should. It just makes it a little easier. Was a team who won the last LGS. It was at that time Rig, now Zero Dark. They just got signed.
And Zeta is now dying by the hands of Panders.
There's still 8 squads alive here.
8 squads alive, and look at the zone here, Greek. The
Yeah.
little platform on the
Reignite,
left
now
side is
Zero
the
Dark.
hot spot, and it's the fucking duo, Pelverix, bro.
E6 in a very
Is it Zero
good spot
Dark?
as well.
Yeah,
What's their team name?
E6, Pelverix in a great spot here. The Singularity and Arden's still alive as well. And I want these fucking boys to do well.
Was
Greek. I
Madness or
fucking
Text
love
team?
these guys.
Renegades did not qual. Also, fun little fact: Madness's team is
Most likely either have to Valkyrie, which they cannot pull, so
now
they
Sykes' team as well.
or
And then
they're
Text
gonna
team
walk each other
is there actually, Furia,
Zeta going down right now,
but they
Furia
dropped him
Panders, and
for
Panders makes
his
impulse.
Watson.
And look at these shots right now. It's going to be Jem Burton, bro. We're going to watch over to the controller god here, and let's see what he does to Singularity.
Dark
He's
Zero.
gonna be the
Okay, I was
deciding
right.
factor only with 66
Did I say
points
Zero
on
Dark?
Zero
I think I
one.
said Zero Dark,
Watson
which
goes
is a
down
movie,
to
I'm pretty
Shiny,
sure.
Salchi is still alive. Don't you
Dark
forget it.
Zero. With Sharky, Zero, Jenny Burt. Let's see it, Jenny Burt. Where's the stick drift? Clearly not him. Who's playing for him? His stick is not drifting nearly enough.
Not a class act at all. And Jem Burton, they're going to get the bubble going. Singularity moving forward here.
Bubble
And
back,
Burton
bubble
has to
back,
play this
bubble,
smart. He does not
bubble.
have the shot
Thank
on the
you.
counter
And
bubble.
that's a great bubble. They're going to time that perfectly. Jen
Great
knocking the
bubble,
shots.
actually, to be honest.
Looks from above on a different angle.
Oh,
Look at
whoa,
Burton.
whoa. Give me what we doing in there.
It's going to be a throw by the Gibraltar. He goes down. It's going to be Best going down here. And that is
I mean, they need to
now
get down there, but
Zeta
like,
going
what
down as
what we
And
doing?
Jen Burton and DC just
gonna
get a
be getting the
free
swap.
fight on a
Best
Singularity.
just walked right into that.
Best just absolutely fed face as Zeta Division goes down. It's going to be Furia still alive.
Perfect Dark.
Look at
Good
the shot by Jen.
N64.
Great shot by Jen moving forward as DC.
Not
has a
hurt
team
it.
on the left. It's going to be Furia
Not
on the
hurt
left
it.
side.
Here on the
They
left
start
side.
to
This is
walk in.
actually a
It's gonna
great
be
position for.
ALGS.
Oh, what the?
Now
Players
going
with a good
down.
PK shot.
What we
Jen's
doing?
trying to do everything
Dark
he can. It
Zero
doesn't
is
look
in
like
a
he's
Dark
doing
Zero's
anything.
dead. Oh,
And he's
hello.
trying to stay up. He moves
Goodbye.
forward and no, he cannot get anything going.
He did.
And here we go. Furia in the back.
Furia just.
Two.
Oh, that was
Sarah's
weird
gonna
looking.
be 1 HP
Okay,
by
gonna be
Zoom
going
with the
down. Now
knock.
we're down to his Watson trying to make something happen. Luminosity. Oh, a good little fourth place. They died. A good little fourth place though. I'm not gonna lie. So Furia's still alive as a solo, a duo,
I think so.
and then I think another duo, and then Watson's gonna go down, which means Furia's gonna go down, which means E6. I think it's a 2v2. We got a budget arenas 2v2 right here.
Swinny getting angles here.
Trying to get an angle, but like it's a 2v2 play with your teammate. It's just gonna be about who overextends first. You're gonna bubble down,
Comes down, and here we go.
and then it's gonna be who overextends, and it looks like it's gonna be. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait. Oh my god. E6, literally just who's the Gibby for E6? He just won them that game.
The Yankee with no fucking brim. How you turn?
Yankee no brim going crazy on the Swinsea.
Yeah.
From PVX,
Yeah.
that movement in that bubble was insane.
That was a good movement. But Slayers just went mental. Mengstal. Just went Mengstal on him. That was all him. It was so
God spot and getting a second.
That was, I don't know what Swinny was up to. Slayers went absolutely wild there. Absolutely wild. Ever make it all the way to your car and forget your keys? No. I have a pretty good system, to be honest. I'm for whatever reason, phone, wallet, keys, never forget.
100 Thieves would have walked into that spot and it would have been really good. And we see in first place here, it's going to be K-Sweeney and company.
Okay, Swinny. Now we got another game running over here. Look at that rotational game. It's down to a single HP. Oh, are they about to take out Optic? No, this is not Optic. This is IG they're up against. Oh, get your gun out, Brandon.
He's got an R99, he's only got 12 bullets, he's barely got any HP, and a lot of this is actually going to fall onto the shoulders of RKN.
And RKN's gonna find it.
And it will be 1IQ who fall out.
1IQ down. RKN, a sub for IG as their third got COVID. What's up, Bear? Spectacles, wallet, and watch. Or phone. You could sub phone for watch, it's kind of both. Also fun end game. Thank you, I designed it myself. Here's probably because I'm distracted watching this. That's fair, this is an important day. A lot of teams. And I'm lightheaded and I don't know why. I ate? I'm caffeinated? Excited, maybe, is what it is. I always have this fear that I'm just gonna like pass out on stream. Not that I'm actually going to, but like it's one of those things where I'd feel bad for you guys. I'd always worry about that. Another one I have in the back of my head, I always worry that I'm gonna have like an allergic reaction on stream. I'd feel really bad about that, to be honest. What a bummer that would be. You just watch me like start freaking out and have to run, get my EpiPen, just disappear for a while. Because stream it's I'd probably have to like, I guess the best thing to do would insta hit the stop streaming button. Like ordering something I shouldn't have, and then just like, fun little fact, one time I did eat something, like recently actually, it was a couple days ago. I had a burger, or I had a spicy chicken sandwich that was made with cooked in peanut oil, but because it's cooked in peanut oil, I can eat things that cooked in peanut oil. I just have hell to pay afterwards. Watch this and see where everyone is on the map. Well, one, they have quality assurance, so you can see all the players are actually in person. So if they had their phone out, the TO would catch them. But it's also on a 10-minute delay. So that was a concern in the online qualifier. Is that you could have a coach watching the 5-minute delay, and you could actually get some info off 5-minute delay. So they bumped it up to 10. So sorry. Oh, it's fine. It was my own fault. I didn't like. It was a ghost kitchen, so I couldn't check. And it was my fault for being too invigorated about a spicy chicken sandwich. Be Iron can't play. Some pay to win iron sights are too good. Yeah, but almost all of them. Almost everyone has them. It's very rare. It's very rare. It's a very small number. Pay to win stuff. Possibly the worst thing you could do though? What?
But you're completely right, they have just silently gone about their business. There hasn't been those massive pop-off moments on screen just yet, but that's what Scars can do sometimes. They can just get those placements, they can get those little kills that happen maybe on the outside and the edges of the circles, but it looks like they are going to be moving pretty early here, trying to prioritize a building that they can work with that is at least in the next zone.
The Scars looking comfortable for now. They've got somewhere certainly that they can play. A little bit of fire coming in, but just a little gentle pat on the back. Nothing that's going to cause too many problems. As Exo now move into where they're going to call home for now. The core stick is going to be out.
What's a ghost kitchen? Ghost kitchens are a good. I'll use it. The one that I had as an example, Mr. Beef's Burger, is a ghost kitchen. So essentially, they send them the ingredients. They send them to kitchens that are willing to prepare their food, and then they. Doctors could help. What if we need to call an ambulamb? Yeah, but like that's what my parents were here, so I'm fine. And also then I'd have to like dox myself. I'd have to give up my address, which would kind of suck. I can call an ambulance. It's fine. I have 2 EpiPens. I'd be okay. I'd be okay. And also I don't know what you could do to really help, to be honest.
cover for them to fire down upon some of those teams that we saw rotating a little bit earlier. I think Scars are in the vicinity. We'll have to see if Scars are going to fire back for now, but FA Kitty's just looking sitting pretty
Be like, oh yeah, stop dying, you. Open your throat. Just don't have a reaction. What a stupid way to go, though. Imagine leaving this earth from a peanut. What a waste. Wings being run out of chilies. Well, yeah, so like imagine you have like mom and pop restaurant, right? And they could sign up, so they only DoorDash, they don't have like a physical location, but they just send them the bags and the food, and then they cook the food in the bags. They like get approved as a high quality enough kitchen to like prepare their food, and they get a training course on how to make them, and then they start pumping them out. So they essentially can have, it's like a DoorDash only kind of restaurant, you know? Has ALGS played Stormpoint before? Yeah, it was in the last 2 tournaments. Last tournament.
Get inside, so instead they said we'll build our own. They start to create a pretty successful form.
Too, it's the mold on the peanut. It's the protein. The protein, to be specific, is what I'm for sure allergic to. Because when it's cooked out, the reason why I was fine after the peanut oil situation, Oxy is the best player of all time. People actually believe things like that, and it drives me crazy. I remember I checked the comments on one of my old TikToks because they annoyed me, and I wanted to see if they still annoyed me. And someone was saying that Nick Merckx had better movement than me, and I wanted to like smack them in their face. Like that's just like beyond insulting. Online grilled cheese place cooked at an IHOP. I got it. Pretty much. Or like imagine if you had, like, a good example would be like, imagine if you had like if Mr. Beast had wings and like Wingstop made them, you know. Frustrating. I'd be pissed if I had to watch everything I ate. In the same way where like no, peanuts are pretty easy.
They're due it, and you've got to keep an eye on some of these squads who are a little bit lower.
Speaking of a team that's due a pop-off, it's going to be NRG. They're just right on the edge of where the...
There's no shot that's even close, bro. What are we talking about, Dan?
Get on their side. Sweet point of view we're going to be watching right now through the eyes of these 3
What's up, Jenny?
flatline, and maybe just
Get the LGS participation badge. 6 didn't get the badge. I have no idea.
Now it looks like nobody wants to come and play.
Is there a Pro League one? Oh, the Nick Merckx thing? Oh yeah. Does Nick Merckx even move? Well, like, he doesn't, like, not well, but he's new. It's fine. He's like, I want to see if I have it. Alright, because there's a LGS participation thing, right? I'm actually really curious. AFK hours time. How's you? Fantastic. It's an ALGS day. Always happy for an ALGS day.
Seen them on screen for now, and you probably saw that map overhead of antennae where they drop and think, hey, where were TSM? TSM have rotated right down.
Not new anymore. Stop saying that. I mean, it's still like, until you have like 3,000 hours, I'm gonna call you new. But you moved on. I appreciate that, Dan. Thank you, man. Yeah, well, it's like, oh, alright, fine. I'll use a different excuse. He's a controller player. Of course I'm gonna have better movement. He's playing with his thumbs. He's like sitting there twiddling them. Relax. Like, he's not gonna be better than me. It's just not gonna happen.
They are looking for those fights. They are looking for those engagements. Trying to take advantage of a legend like Seer.
Now you can see maybe they don't want to take a fight, but they're going to be forced into one as the zone is going to be close.
Just like few who have what it takes to participate in Apex Legends Global Series.
Holding that ground. Invictus also in the area. So
you replace the puppies. That's pretty cool.
In that kind of area, and what will be scuffling down in just a few moments' time. And here comes Hackis. There's a dive bomb. The grenade goes down. Will it
That's
hit?
pretty sick.
Yes, it will. The bubble goes down.
7,000 hours finally hit Fred. Let's go, Austin. Congrats, my man. An alliance! I'm gonna find the intro. No, that's right. Yeah, there you go.
Not only do they get the kills, but they also get a position.
Sure, good movement. Better than mine. Well, I just crouched Valk, so don't worry about it too much. Imperial How? Yeah, that's what I said. Imperial How. Gonna be trying to run in and take a fight here. They get the bubble down. No idea why. And they're gonna be. Can you make the jump? Can you make the jump? Can you make the jump? Oh, it's a jump. Proud of you. Oh, gets the arc in there. He's got to be careful because they're about to get themselves inted with that arc star. Oh, he doesn't know. Hello, 2 people. Scar's gonna get the first knock on Vorholst. That looked like a no-reg. And Taisheen's gonna go down though. RPR and Mende gonna get the thirst, I think, is where that armor came from. 2 gonna be going down on the side of TSM. And TSM is out once again. They only need a top 10 though, and I think they were going into this game in like 4th place or 3rd place, so I think they're alright. But best rat player I've ever seen. He's a good router. Stream out there until this game dies. I appreciate that, Austin. Congrats. Congrats, my man, on the Pred. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Congrats on the Pred. Hope you're proud. Hold it. I believe in you. Make it till the end of the season. You got it.
Will take RPR down, and Optic they get the trade and they will get the revive. And Optic, it's a successful push, it's a successful third party, but they are very aware of another.
Get off that though.
Raku on the outside of this as well. The dome is down. Bullet pops that battery. Little frag grenade rolled up onto the staircase. Is he going to get the numbers that we saw from Alliance a few moments ago? It doesn't look like it for now, but those are pretty good coming in from Fussy. Yeah, this is a different fight that we're working with now, and we're going to see 2 teams who are in a
pressuring the outside of the building. Okay.
DF Dreamfire on the receiving end of this damage.
The Prowler starting to sing not only verses but choruses. It's a pop hit coming in from that Prowler, and Sutaraku trying to hold their ground for now. Couple of players do fall in that battle as we see Optic Gaming still alive right at the top right-hand side of your screen, but this battle is elongated now. You can see a little bit of a reset starting to come in, maybe.
Scars were eliminated during that passage of play as well as Dreamfire, so we're down to 15 squads. Everyone gets a point now for your placement, and now this is where
Scars gonna go down eventually.
This is where suddenly these kills are going to really start to make a difference with your overall leaderboard situation.
So Taraku,
the world is against TSM. I am no longer with the world. Top 10 both play finals? No, they play winners. And then winners, top 10 winners. But so 2 groups currently going on. Then this is group play. So then 1 team is going to go to winners. Then 2 are going to go to losers. And then those 2 from losers are going to play the losers from winners. And then the top 10 for the top 10 for the top 10 for the top 10. So 2, right? So 2 winners go up here, 2 losers go down here, 2 winners go here, or 1 from the winners goes here, and that goes straight to the finals. And then from the losers side, 1 will go and play the losers from the finals, and then those top 10 will play, and then that will be the finals. Okay? That makes sense? It's kind of a simple 2-group bracket. It's pretty straightforward. Probably didn't explain it super well, but I tried my best. Kind of hard without a diagram. Although the ALGS diagrams are the worst diagrams I've ever seen in my goddamn life. They were designed so terribly for whatever reason. I don't know why they just make... They're just so poorly made, but... I'm already hungry. I just had breakfast. Work open up this much. Keep you updated. Well, after... This is game 5. Pretty sure. Yeah, match number 5. So you're gonna miss, like, there's gonna be like an hour break, and then there's gonna be the next groups.
We could see an engagement in the next few moments.
I don't know if FA Kitties know that Optic are going to be behind them though, but they've already set up this position in Optic. They decide they do not want to take it. They're going to go over FA Kitties instead, and it looks like they want to try and play that big old tree that they've seen in the north side.
I don't know what to do during the break. Do we like play some Apex or something?
By the looks of things, nobody in the vicinity to really do any damage, and that's a great Val culture.
Should draw it up for us.
Even from the sky, it's not taking damage. It's something that you
Got
always
the paint.
want to make happen, but Skittle Cakes having landed maybe wasn't as soft as it initially looked, as he takes a huge amount of damage down to
He does take a huge chunk of damage. What's going on there?
It's gonna be IG now, who find themselves in a
Fortnite build.
goes down.
Bryn is down. Should be revived. Watson Fences go down. They're very much on the defensive now, but there is going to be a big push.
Oh, there comes the bubble, but a fantastic thermite. Oh my god. Downside didn't get the Watson animation, which is just really cool. RG in a pretty good spot, looks like, down there.
Yeah, there were several teams just trying to drill Infinity as they approached the circle, and they all were able to share that KP. And Invictus have been able to hold off this team so far, but is he going to be able to sustain?
T is good, perfect for this. W. We go for some T right about now. Can't make it. Should have set it up for this. This would have been the perfect excuse. Hang out, sip some tea through the day. Maybe I'll set it up for tomorrow. I should do that. I should get that set up.
This fight's great, but I am out of here. They take
A great call from IG.
They've got to try and find somewhere to play.
Yeah, this is dangerous though. Where is a position you can play? They can already see the marks because of the passive.
Are they taking the?
Another team, and they say hello. We'll take this building off you.
Scary, scary moments there. They land on top of the building as Optic will actually engage with FA Kitties. You saw Hardeki going
Sweet tea or unsweetened? Sweet tea was made by the devil and one of the worst things ever on the face of this planet.
4 or 5 teams in the vicinity looking to not be the first team to take damage and get pushed.
Optic Gaming went back to FA Kitties, by the way, as now FA
Sweet
Kitties
tea
find themselves
sucks.
eliminated. So Optic, they flew over them, they prioritized the position, and they said, you know what? They look a little bit vulnerable, and they go back on themselves, and they pick up that.
It was earlier. I don't know if you saw. I was afraid of repeating myself. Should def set it up? I did see it. I've never tried it, but it sounds really good.
The entirety of the ALGS.
IG have lost JMW in this fight though. The Watson has gone down. So now they find themselves just as a 2. Information from that scan going to be vital just to find out if they have the opportunity maybe to get in a position to get the res off. But you can see where he is, and Bryn's going to go for it. He's sending it right now. The EMP is going to slow down everybody inside, maybe do the damage just to buy enough time to get that res in.
A lot of these teams have learned they're going to have to move as well with where this circle is going to be going. But right now you can only focus.
Cards from the south. I'm not sorry. Sweet tea's awful.
So
Pour it down the drain.
A lot of aggressive comms trying to
Found Jin for the first time right now. Should be ready in 14 hours or so. Exciting. Very fun, Andrew.
It's very difficult to try and analyze these things when you're getting drilled by someone else.
And if you're NRG, your Team Liquid, and your Alliance, like we mentioned earlier, you're going to be chilling, right? Because all of this fighting's going down on the other side of zone. So you know you've guaranteed yourself some placement points just from the amount of teams that are in this area. You would
First pan-fried tea, nutty and smooth. Very fun. Very fun.
The 3 teams in the best positions in the moment: Optic Gaming, EXO, and Alliance. But Optic have managed to get into that zone.
Just whipping it up in the kitchen. I've always wanted to boil tea. I never have, but boil tea at the end of it. My fiance would agree with you. Well, I agree with her. I don't know. Sugar is just like one of the worst things ever, and tea is one of the best things ever, and just absolutely does not need it. So I take personal offense. Honey, it's fine though. You want to sweeten your tea with a little bit of honey? Go for it. Just raw sugar. Apex may be entertaining quads. Well, I imagine boil tea. At the end of like some tea cycles, they boil it just to like get one really strong like ending pot of tea. It's a thing they do in China sometimes. Just tucked away. Been a mirage in ALGS? One time as a joke, yeah. Quads would be interesting, although it would really turn into like, it could be really hard to do anything as a duo. It's hard enough to 2v3 against a good team, but imagine, like thinking of like 1v4ing, it seems just impossible. Just think about it, you have like Gibby, Caustic, Lifeline kind of deal. It's like, what do you even do? What do you even do? Too tea, but it's sugar water, so don't drink too much. Well, I'm like tired of pretending that even like so. No, I just killed that entire team.
Choosing to expend that caustic ultimate. The Nox gas goes down and does the damage for them to turn it into kills.
EXO are doing fine right now. Team Burger in a difficult
I love the effort.
They're going to be out in 7th place, so 6 squads do remain. EXO,
Yeah, so that was it worth your entire shields though? Skittles catching a knock on Sudaraiku as well. Interesting. I don't know where. Optic was playing top. Yeah, okay, so they're playing top tree. In best position again. What do you know? Get a taste somewhat in control. Yeah, but those teams weren't like coordinated, you know? Aren't you eliminated? Nate can play some Lost Ark for a bit. He can go get himself a little break. Pull up the craft a little bit, you know? Is this team still alive? Oh, and he got it through the window. Sudaraiku dead to a caustical. it didn't directly kill them, but indirectly was the end of their team, was getting shoved out and losing a member to a Caustic Ult. So I'm going to say the Caustic Ult killed them.
First time we've seen a Kraber in the lobby for what feels
Probably
like
just
quite
gets
some
destroyed in a
time.
millisecond. Well, the better players get the worse Mirage gets because the better players are at knowing which one is the actual Mirage. You know? Is Pro playing today? No, they didn't make it to. They didn't qualify then.
Liquid might be in a great place as we see a late game Uber is late night driving.
A late game Uber. I like this play at EXO, but. Oh, hello. Fungiman, the massive Mastiff. They have to crawl on that rock, I think, don't they? Oh, okay. Killed. Not gonna be able to find it, but it's gonna kill them all. And Optic with another one. Another one. Another one. We're in there. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ouch. Are they? Okay. I don't think Skittles ever. Oh, he gets the battle though. And he doesn't get it. Skittles with the huge clutch up. Costa Gas finds all the PK shots that high sense coming in handy. Rogue just smiling like he's at his kid's t-ball game. Alliance kind of heartbroken over that one. I mean, that was a great game for them. Yuki giving his boy a hug. Oh, mister, look at him. Look at the boys out there. Look at the boys out there. Is that Fallout out there? Hanging out with the boys. Oh man. Yeah, how long this will last today? Probably like 9 hours. Lots on him switching to roller. Can't believe how he got on so quickly. That's the benefit of roller, is that your up close aim gets, it's like really fast. Everyone who swaps, they figure it out really quick. I mean, he had a lot of COD experience too. Like, he's played controller for a long time, so it doesn't shock me at all. I don't blame him. Like, game's boring when you play so much for so long. So like switching inputs only makes sense to me. It just kind of. Is he alright?
And already when you start to look at the climax of this tournament and when match point starts to get involved in teams who can find those victories consistently, suddenly Optic Gaming are already looking like a favorite with a performance like that, especially when you are putting the
Optic
pressure. Even though they did have
gonna be a really big powerhouse just on their win capability. They just win a lot of games. Tell Tushi out there slamming the big ones. Why would you ever drink light beer? It makes no sense to me.
We can talk about, you know, the deep dive into it, you know, the timing of a rotation, who's
but
able to hold whatever it is.
Throwing him back. Break? Nope, one more game. Then a break.
Sometimes it comes down to a 1v1 and whose gun is shooting stronger. And Optic Gaming, my.
Carolina, that's where I live. Or in NC, is it? Raleigh.
That is a monster game.
Is that the hockey arena?
That's almost as if you predicted the future.
It's almost like Optic Gaming heard me, but they definitely can. But a 27
15 kills. Wow, it's almost like I said, they're one of the best Storm Point teams. Part of the reason they're so good is they're just a absolute demon on Storm Point.
That's how insane this lead is going to be at number 1.
Please show the overall scoreboard I want to see. Raleigh, 20 minutes from there. Might have to see if you can get a ticket.
Because all the kills were taken away. Optic are thieves, they're point thieves.
Naughty looked like you out there. And Golden looked like Naughty. The roles were reversed. You got shit on.
Never lost a gunfight.
That was actually
never have lost a gunfight.
C9 choke, and I cannot believe that Golden just did that.
The comms were on that one.
I mean, they must be devastated, Greek. There's just no way at that point you were not absolutely devastated that happening. It hurts. It just fucking hurts. And we're gonna see PRU over here, bro, on this backside. I cannot believe that. I'm still not over that. What a phenomenal job by the boys at EA to make that turnaround play.
Going into that.
Release merch, is it possible that you can make a hoodie with the Wraith cat ears? Oh, that'd be kind of fire, wouldn't it? That's actually a great idea. I like that a lot. Full cowboy merch. Oh man, that's good. That's actually really good, Christina. I have to steal that from you. I'll pay royalties in tea. If I do end up using that. That's a cool idea, actually.
We're gonna have E6 though. EA pretty much golden. I mean, pretty much
Like the
dead.
Wraith colors. That'd be
top.
pretty fire.
CR
That'd be pretty fire.
underneath, and CR gets knocked. Sunday's gonna go down, etc. And it's not looking good for Crazy Raccoon, who is indeed the first place team. And
Yeah, they sell day passes, Daniel. So maybe like I think tomorrow you could probably still get them. I don't know if they still have like tickets for the finals up. Tickets are getting kind of sold out, but you could check online, see if they still have tickets for sale. Go pop on over, watch some games in person, see some of the boys, you know.
And this is not good. Fennel, the creep with the charge rifle, knocking Cedar over here. Cedar and Sunday are dead. It's going to be up to the Watson Maney, just trying to stay alive. But I think it's going to be Furia. No, it's not. Furia's already in the backside. And it might be a Furia versus AYM fight going down again. AYM is just taking fight after fight over here. And it looks like they want to do this, but Furia might be backing up to the other side.
Yep.
Would accept those royalties. Perfect.
I don't think a fight is going to break out. It might when they have to walk out here for the zone close.
And look at this, CR eliminated. So Sunday, Maney and Cedar do not get the reset there. Maney is charge rifled, and Fennel gets all 3 KP on the CR.
Absolutely. Fennel getting some much needed kills. We look at the zone here. Ascend most likely in the best spot.
Yep.
But SNG is also going to get a really good game here.
Yeah, SNG's in a great spot. The zone's going to pull a little bit more outwards. SNG should be okay, but look at LG now moving up towards BRU. BRU, not in a bad spot. They're going to be holding the top rock, but they have a lot of movement to make here as SSG is also routing in the bottom side. SSG is going to be near
13 alive zone 4 moving in.
BRU.
That's
BRU
about
needs to
right.
play this safe. They cannot go down, and they need to hold this height immediately.
Yep, there's going to be a lot of Valculties coming in here.
A lot of rotates,
If I'm
ripping.
Here, I need all the caustic traps down. People are going to be Valculting in left and right. They're going to be trying to leak into the building, and they might get forced on here in third party.
I totally agree. I mean, overall, if you're inside royalties right now, you have to be
Tease.
preparing for these you know? But look at this.
Ooh, going back to AYM, fighting Furia. Furia, a great fighting team. You got a lot of. I mean, someone's gonna make a mistake, and then the Horizon all coming down. That's not gonna clear it, and then he's gonna take 100 from that. Oh my god. He does make it out alive. No armor swap in that box. They burned through all of them. And he just.
Of his fucking teeth, he somehow stays alive.
And they get a red swap or a purple swap too.
And GMT raised the ability of E6.
GMT gonna clear out E6. E6, although had some good games. Yeah, won last game. Had a good last game, which means they should be alright. I don't think they're gonna be at risk of dropping the losers off of an elimination in game. This is still game 5, I think, for this lobby. I'm not sure.
Can he stay alive? They're not getting looked at by the left side. It's going to be Singularity trying to get some shots.
Optics killing it today. Back to back to back kind of action. And it wouldn't even shock me if they win the next game too. They're one of the best Stormpoint teams without a doubt, and it blows my mind that anyone would ever think that any team can compete with them on that map. They have such consistent, good Stormpoint games. It's crazy. Pander's going to be getting the knock. Getting the knock. So that's going to be AYM dying. Finally left the building. Going to be taken out. Furia with a great position on Mills. Third party, the Brewskis coming in. It's not their name, but it's okay. I saw these guys in the turns and burns indeed. BRU just saw them in F tier on some tier lists. And SSG looks like they're actually going to be able to not reset. I don't think they're resetting anytime soon. So now it's going to be reduced down to a solo. And all I hear is a... He's just letting it sing.
What is this spectator bug?
Fennel needs to wipe the south side of the zone. There is a shit ton of action going on in Mill right now.
What is this bug? And there's 30 teams fighting over here. Surdell's going to go down. Noski's going to stay alive here. Can he do it?
Someone just letting that rip, and he's dead.
He gets wiped. Furia.
And Furia's in there too.
Kills with the triple and armor.
Well, more.
And all I'm hearing is this fucking rampage in the back.
In my sleep
and then 100 Thieves getting shots onto Watson. Watson goes down.
Watson goes down. So now 100 Thieves, be Furia. Gets the bat off. Gonna be some great shots coming out from Panders. Gonna be catching a big 70 pump too. Puts 30 on that. Gonna be getting swung. Controller weakness. Gonna be going down to just Sarah, and 100 Thieves is gonna get the wipe, and then they're all dead. But a great game out of Furia, regardless. Kashira, the solo gonna be
right now,
Getting the
SNG's
2 KP and the placement for his team. That placement is as good as gold right now. Gonna be bringing it down from 6th place to 4th place with that third party. That's massive. I'm getting you. It's hurting my brain.
And now SNG is a free
Don't worry, he's almost halfway through his mag.
Actually get over Furia and company.
Okay, no one's gonna read that, and I'm sad. That was funny.
Holy shit, thank the
It
Lord.
finally ended.
SNG should have a free win here. They should also get some free KP. That Gibraltar should die here. It's going to be a 2v1v1v3. SNG just
2v1v1v3?
not worried about anything else. They know they don't have to worry too much. They just
2
want to
solos,
point
2
off the
trios.
solos and the duos.
Something tells me that is the end for Kashira. He is dead.
They do lose out on that.
Still top 5.
I love to see it. Fennel doing
Wait,
a
Fennel's
great
a...
job. Noder. That's a combo.
We're going into winners? This is a duo? Alright, Fennel.
Can he hit it? The Hail Mary full of grace. The Lord is with thee. And he gets the ulti. And it's going to hit a little bit. And they're going to go kill the solo who's going to be Zenile here.
What the?
Oh my god!
Are we
Holy
doing?
shit with the throw! And here's the 2v2! Can Fennel do it? Singularity versus
Fennel, please.
2v2!
I really want to see it. I'm not gonna lie. He get the trap down. He actually could have gotten that res off, probably. They're playing the backside of the truck, but they're not going to be able to. And the missile's going out, going to die. That res as well. Chip away at the health. And Fennel with the wide swing. And they have the caustic. This is a Fennel win right here. This is a hashtag Fennel win. The duo. The duo who lost their third to COVID. Oh, getting full health. That's going to be a full health 2v1 and have the vault.
Can they get a win? Can they make history and be the first duo to ever win?
The first team as a duo to ever win. Dax pushing up. Got Momon with the vault. They're playing a little slow. He wants to swing out, but they're just going to play the slow, work it down, climb the rock, get your height.
Just making sure they secure this win. They're making sure no reses happen.
Listen, they're listening.
Just
taking it slow, very calm, cool, collected, smart play.
Yes, sir. They get the
crack,
and that's the crack, and then that's the push, and then that's the win. Fennel's gonna get the win as a duo.
Making ALGS history, winning the first game ever as a duo in ALGS.
Fennel showing that they don't even
an S tier team.
They said COVID who, bitch? I don't give a fuck. We can do this shit.
Fennel going into the winner's side. Wow. Wow. Fennel going into... Oh, wait, I forgot. So they played two. They played 2 sets, or 3 sets of games? Today? Wait, is it 3 today?
They played that actually almost picture perfect, and that lobby should be ashamed.
God, I think it's 3 today. Because they played 2 sets of games today. Fennel already with a great showing in this lobby, though. Absolutely wild. What evens that Valk skin? That was the... No, that wasn't the Halloween one.
Dropping a 2.7k game with a
Momon going absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. 8 kill first place. That's a 20 kill game for a duo. Or a 20 point game for a duo. Not 20 kills. 20 point game for a duo. Wild. Fennel winning with the absolute worst Valk skin. Unbelievable. I can't understand how they could even come close to winning a game. They skin that bad.
The forefront of them, those games that we're going to be talking about for the next few minutes.
Any bracket showers?
7 kills, bro. It's really good at a Furia, bro. They're not in a bad spot. They might be in first overall.
And that was game number 5 of our first bracket. We have one more game left on Stormpoint.
And we have to talk about that C9 play, Greek. That was absolutely insane. And here we go. We have Singularity in first with 51. So Singularity.
What's up, Andrew? Why didn't they just find a third?
In first place at 51.
I think they had to have the sub approved, and they didn't have a sub approved.
With 40. But look at this who snuck in.
Couldn't exactly just put an LFG out on Twitter. Why'd they go with the name Fennel? I have no clue. I wonder if they'd respond on Twitter. If you ask nicely, maybe.
I love to see it. AD in 6th, E 6th and 7th.
AD in 6th, okay. So I think actually I lied. I think there's 3 sets of games today. I wonder if I can find the...
No, it's this chat. I don't want to read it too much. I don't want to read it too much. Wow. I'll be honest, man. Fennel moves up to 11th place, and I did not expect that. Fennel as the duo is ahead of 9 other teams.
What place are they in?
11th.
They might sneak a top 10
They
here.
really could sneak a top 10 here. That's very fucking surprising, bro. That's an unbelievable job by Fennel. Great placement, too. They literally rotated from the B side zone over in, and they did a good job, you know, isolating themselves and making sure they didn't get pushed. They did a really good job in the passive-aggressive play they did, coming from the bean side and third party on their left, making sure that all the bullshit and Mills didn't even touch them. That was fucking awesome, dude. It was actually great. Like, you love to fucking see it. That was an amazing job. And now we're going to just load in on the Discord real quick. Chat 1 second. We have to get the codes going. And here we go. Nice. Unbelievable. I am not over that. But let's talk about Golden's clutch, dude. Golden clutching up in a 1v2 scenario with the wingman after getting ratted on by C9. C9 just not even exploding that seer. That seer should have died right when they walked in. But C9 somehow not capitalizing.
Yeah, this
on
is the
that
set I was
walk-in,
looking for.
fucking up
Okay, I
exponentially
found it.
bad. Not killing immediately. Maybe a miscomm or something like that when to shoot.
Oh, okay. So it's only 2 sets of games today.
From C9 actually helped
2 sets of
out
games today.
I think so too.
So it's group stage. We got
I think so
A
too.
versus
Able
B,
to
C
dance
versus
that bubble the
D.
whole time, and then afterwards dance
And
the bubble
then
shield. So I think overall,
I'm
C9's
starting.
bubble
Oh, look at that timing. Look at that. I'm so good at this game.
Propel themselves up this leaderboard. with
And then we got tomorrow A versus, and then so later today A versus C, B versus D, and then A versus D, B versus C first thing tomorrow. And then we have losers round 1 as the second set of games tomorrow. Another 10 a.m. start. Jesus, it's so early. What the? Don't you know I play Valorant at night? Why are you doing this to me, Apex? Oh my god, Taylor's gonna be trying to find some. Oh, hello. We got contests.
But they just can't seem to find one at the moment. It's Team Burger they're going up against.
Borger. Walt C finding the initial knock. All into Taylor's. TPM. Oh, and the re going kind of. He has 2 bullets. You get this. Oh, wait, he's not gonna find it. Oh, but they do find it. And the Gibby is dead. Goodbye, Monsieur Gibby. Out of here.
It's not been their day. Well, IQ, unfortunately, they haven't been able to find that home. They've been constantly trying to find a new drop spot, and it just seems like group versus D is not going to be a comfortable one for them. But maybe as we move forward in the group stages, they might just get a little bit of respite, and they might finally find a POI they can loot.
Other intense expression. I was focused. Top corner of your screen so we can see Wig. I have to then like reset it though after.
Maybe think about recovering some banners, or maybe he's just going to have to try and rat this one out. But not a good start for 1IQ is one way of putting it for sure.
Skins don't equate to in-game skill. You're lying.
Like you mentioned, I mean, at 3 points, they are just trying to do something to have that big pop-off game.
How goes season 2 for the boys? Is that what we're talking about? I finished the first episode. It was a interest. I did not. Poor deputy director. Did not expect that.
Yeah, pretty similar to what we've seen in a couple of the previous games. We're going to have to see how this one plays out. Now, I'm very interested in how TSM are going to approach this one, because we saw them in the last game with a similar kind of circle moving down.
To be fair, I only pop in when she says something funny, then go back to lurking. That's crazy. No wonder why I never see you in there. Ahaha, I'm just kidding. Ahaha. She was so nice about my gameplay yesterday. So complimentary of my apexing, which I felt like I was playing kind of bad. So.
There is a little bit of a scuffle happening in that central area that I was talking about, though. A couple of teams taking
Really nice. Oh, is it lunchtime yet? Can I order food? I'm hungry. Usual mates, no TPM. No, he's playing as a sub. So TPM didn't make it. I don't think they play together anymore.
Adjustment going down here for TSM.
Yeah, maybe they just
TSM in 11th. Just not. Their storm point is ass. I'm gonna be straightforward with you guys. Optic only. They didn't have a good World's Edge either. 67 points after 3 wins is not very Optic. Hashtag green wall.
Well, let's see what EXO can do as well. The winners, of course, of game number 2 earlier today, but that was on World's Edge, and then scenery is looking very, very different here on Storm Point.
And 2 gets really good towards the end. I mean, I'll be honest, the show is just killing it so far, and by killing it, I mean all they're all dying. Everyone's dead.
What we saw on World's Edge from EXO, I'm sure they'll want to put that right. Ooh, goodbye, Gildersons.
That's not a bracelet you want to be seeing, but Liquid, they reply with some damage of their own.
I wonder if his bracelet got cancelled. Oh no.
nocturnal, but he should be able
to get this one up. I don't know where Team Liquid was in that. That was a great lick clip from Monday. Absolutely a textbook clinical right there. Is Dempride playing on? I don't know what their team name is. How many main characters? Well, end of episode 1. I love the blind guy just getting thunderclapped.
Unless, of course, you're a Scars fan who would have loved every single moment of that. And I've got to say, Mandy's playing some pretty damn good Apex Legends today, and I've just learned that I can get a cheap pop from the crowd if I mention Scars. That's good news. That's good news for me.
There's certainly a few teams that are heavily supported in this audience today. I heard our stage host James trying to get an indication of who has the biggest fan base, and I think TSM won it by a considerable margin. But I do think that maybe other teams will start to get...
Oh, speaking of TSM, look at the feed. Look at the feed. It's not looking good because they have lost Verholz, who falls again, and not for the first time today. We've seen Verholz go down as the first player on TSM. Worrying moments here in the group for TSM. You can see House pixel sniffing right now, getting right close to his monitor because he knows how important this situation is.
Team Burger does seem
rude.
Moved away from the little bit of a scuffle they had previously, and they are going to be escaping. They're going to use that Valkyrie ultimate jetting up into the sky. TSM have also got away from DF. And perhaps it was DF who were able to get that knock. But you are completely right, TSM. They've struggled a little bit today after a lot of successful scrims just yesterday. I did see a couple of jokes online saying it's going to be a bad tournament when TSM are scrimming well leading into the tournament, but I do think they'll be able to pick it up as the tournament goes on.
Well, Team Burger escape for now. They find themselves inside of this eggshell, and they'll be the yoke for now as they get the caustic barrels down and will reset. So they're going to be comfortable.
Who's coaching TSM?
But a little bit of a scary situation
the
for
Tempo?
everyone in the lobby.
I don't know if they did have a coach.
In the last few moments, 19 squads remaining though. It's only one IQ who we saw involved in that initial fight off the drop who did fall. And from there, we've had a few knocks. We've had a few scary moments. But we still have everyone else still in the lobby.
Never seen a burger and an egg. I've seen an egg in a burger. But a burger and an egg is an entirely different thing.
It's another business idea we can work on. Keep it to yourself.
TSM, they're back to a full 3. I think they'll be delighted. They would have had that heart-in-mouth moment when you do lose a player and saying, I really hope it's going to get aggressive, but they escape, they're going to back up, and it's like it's never happened. Men in Black, pew, don't worry about it.
Is that the exact noise?
That is the exact noise. They actually contacted me for the films.
Yep. Impressive. Let's see what IG can do. Let's see if they can be equally as impressive as they're just trying to peek on some of these teams at the moment, just at the bottom barometer, and see if they can really do some damage. But it's the Kitties who are once again inside, who have been quiet today. I'm surprised some of the team fights we've seen them involved in. Usually they're one of the best fighting teams, right? We see the likes of Hardeki, we see Leogri really beat damage dealers in those fights, but it just hasn't quite fallen their way.
And even though I spoke about FA Kitties being, you know, one of
Coach is allowed to say something during the game. I'm not sure what the rules are currently. I don't think so. I think they're only after game. For in between, I'm pretty sure it's for in between. Because part of the argument was that like it just removes like the IGL, because then you just turn your coach into an IGL and you have 3 players who can do what they want, like not think, and you just have someone making calls. Having like an actual in-game leader who has the pressure of the game and has to make decisions during that pressure is like part of the beauty of the game, you know? And when you just take that and put it on the shoulders of a 4th person, it's kind of like sad. Because you just essentially have 3 fraggers who just don't think and do what their coach says. Cold to go play some Apex, you stay awesome. I'll keep up my end of the Borg, and you stay awesome as well, Brandon. Good to see you, man. Really is. You have a good day. Yeah, coaches are for in between, but like analysis after. I don't think they're allowed to coach during matches. Because they usually just kind of, because then every team would need a coach, and I know every team doesn't have a coach.
Taking all of these things into consideration, they are very difficult decisions, as all of the teams now will be
have fun and don't die.
The next circle is going to be, because it's about to close in 3, 2, 1, and it's closed, and now everyone can start to get towards.
But a lot of teams' coaches also function as a sub.
More specific where that circle's going to be going.
Well, FA Kitty's just trying to burn some shields right now with that charger rifle, also hitting that beacon to get the 3rd zone information, absolutely vital for them on a read. Probably
take a little 30-minute nap in between games once I can play.
get the zone information ourselves. We are going south, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go right to the bottom here at Storm Point.
And there is a lot of
Right to the bottom of the barometer.
See it on your screens at the moment, but when we
So the kind of outer barometer, just really is barometer.
It takes it up, so there's not going to be that many playable positions to work with. That little egg that you see the team residing in the FA Kitties are looking at, that's a decent spot to be in at the moment. And I think it was Team Burger who landed there earlier.
Well, interestingly,
And Team Burger did take it earlier. This is Game 6 reminder, so this is going to be the last chance for a lot of these teams to scrape their way up the leaderboard, which I don't have up, I'm sorry, but I do not really apologize. It's tough, unlucky. It'll be up after the game. Gonna be scouting it out. Hardeki gonna be trying to get some missiles down. Papa Door might want to take a fight down low, but I don't think they really should, because this is a really tough zone. If you look up at the left side of the screen, as you can see, it pulls all the way over to the south side barometer, where like 90% of it is in the mountain for whatever reason. I do not understand this zone. It's a terrible ass zone. It's gonna be so in the open. Every team's gonna die. What a garbage zone. Just a bunch. Who's leading? Optic currently.
Are they going to know that Optic are moving through the zone behind them right now? There's a couple of teams in the vicinity. Like you mentioned, FA Keys are one of those teams. You've also got EXO kind of in the vicinity. And at the moment, they're kind of like sharks in the water here, Optic Gaming, traipsing their way through the zone. And the likes of FA Keys have got to be extremely careful, as have Invictus.
Taylor's all the time. FA Kitties versus Optic Gaming, it just seems to be consistently happening. And judging by where FA Kitties are looking, I don't think they do know Optic are there. And Invictus Gaming certainly won't know, because they are very much firmly inside, just looking at the four walls that reside around them. But Optic Gaming seem to have found themselves in a position once more, which is going to be one of the best areas. They've got themselves into a building. They have 44 seconds to work with as well before they have to move. Really good decisions being made by them to just traverse the ground through the red zone and find themselves in this spot.
Look at that kill feed. Reps gets the knock onto Vibes. So Alliance lose one. It looks like TSM are involved in another scuffle, and this time they get the first damage down and they get that first knock. That hasn't been the story so far from them today, but it looks like it's just
I don't want to go to H Mart.
for them to close.
Just thinking about that.
The points on the board that they require.
Yeah, I wonder if I can get there in time for.
Does look like TSM are searching
Probably not.
for a team to be able to take down, to maybe increase.
That squad ranked gold plat. They had me IGL. Was interesting. How'd that go? It's tough, isn't it? And it also feels bad. IGLing's hard because I always feel like it's my fault when we lose. Like, I could have called better. Unless we like just can't fight, then it's like, well, you can call the best game, but if you can't win a fight, you can't win. Oh, that's not true. This is Apex Legends. Who used to shoot their guns, just their abilities.
Which at this point is going to be outside of the beacon information that we have. They will be safe for the next zone, of course, so they can play this one a little bit slower. Inside of the center, though, you can see that they're going to have to take some damage. So they'll be comfortable, they'll be set up, and as we know, Alliance like to creep their way in on the edge of zone. They like to find an isolated fight, or even better, a third-party opportunity. And for now, Hackett is going to be scouting out, doing what he does best. That's 4-7. They're not looking too good at the moment themselves, as NRG are on the other side of this fight.
Well, they've taken down Sweet, they've made it a 2v2. Rocker is also taking a lot of damage, but that's going to be enough. 4-7 get eliminated, and NRG will just about hold on. But it was looking a little bit shaky for a second.
Well, they get the job done. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how it happens, as long as you are still alive when that fight is over. Sweet will get the Phoenix kit in his hand.
Back to back, then lost some job to a third party.
But this is a big moment here for NRG, I feel. Something like that, a little team fight win, just to...
The right call, but hesitated.
Give the confidence in that team fighting situation. It can't be understated sometimes how vital that can be.
So again, hope you're doing well. What's up, Yash? Doing quite well. A happy day when there is pro Apex play.
They know they just need a few points realistically in match number 6 for them to top this group C versus D. They have such a big gap between themselves and second place that if they can get a
I think they're like 20 ahead of second, so unless the team in second gets a win.
You can see how many teams are stacked up here. It's still going to be Invictus Gaming, FA Kitties, and Optic Gaming, who kind of controlled most of the center of barometer. Outside, you can see Aurora just kind of
Enjoyed Def takes playing to a totally different level. And you can imagine how tough it is for all these pro teams. Just so much pressure.
Once again, still up on this high ground. Maybe thinking about where they have to move next, but it's a difficult spot for them to be in here because they will be safe if they move forward a little bit, but That zone's going to start singeing away at those shields in a few moments' time. They're going to have to be careful.
Oh, here comes a push, then the bubble goes down, and the FA Kitties are just going to be watching over it and potentially can add a little bit of extra damage, but it is Optic taking this 3v3.
And the difference here for Optic, if this is another team, maybe a team who's...
They don't need to take this fight. They shouldn't really take this fight.
And you take a few bullets. We've seen how the 1v1s have been going today. They've been falling in the favor of Optic most of the time. So Optic can bully that team back up to the top of the building and say that low ground, this bottom floor, this is going to be ours.
And that circle moves once more towards Optic Gaming and towards FA Kitties. They're all going to be sitting pretty for where that circle is going to be. EXO are going to have to move so slightly. So a Team Burger and Stars.
How impressive was that rotation though from Optic Gaming?
What a great rotate from Optic, going from bottom to top. It was good. And they managed to avoid a lot of the damage, which if that team up top was feeling a little too antsy and they took a little bit too much damage, that could have been very unfortunate for their game. But alright, we're okay. Focus on my game sense, big picture, which I struggle with. Learning, very nice, very nice. Nate told me I could be a good IGL, and I'll be honest. I said I could, and I'll be honest. I really don't know how well I could do that, especially as a Gibby. It's hard. So you can't like scout. They should win this. And they're dead.
Still there, just applying that extra bit of pressure, knowing full well they can make life a living hell for NRG.
Yeah, they're dead.
But Team Burger do not want to
That's a weird fight. Were they the ones who jumped and did that? Because like that was kind of strange. Best pro player? I don't know. I don't know currently. We learned a lot. Game sense, still struggle too much with micro game sense though. That's definitely the tougher part. Macro plays are easier to learn from others, where micro, it's a lot of split-second decision making that you just kind of like you don't think about it. Like a lot of people don't understand. The reason why I say it's just like purposeful practice is because a lot of game play ability is being able to like adapt to things on the fly, and just being able to make that right like split second swing or peek, or knowing how to not overextend, take too much damage. Like that's really hard to do without like physically learning it yourself over time, so that you don't have to think about it. Because it's not about knowing that you shouldn't like overextend, right? It's about like being able to not overextend without having to think about constantly not overextending, so you can still actually like shoot your gun and think straight and like worry about other stuff, you know? It's the toughest part about micro.
And whether he has any accelerants to try and enhance that factor as well. But it looks like TSM have been able to hold off DF for just about enough time here.
Well, the scary thing here for TSM as well is
hard to cast.
if they hit that Valcolt, the audio cue is
casters, man, they do so good. It's hard.
As he tries to take to the sky, so really worrying moments here for TSM. They have to
if they get this Valcolt cancelled, they die.
Trying to get some damage down.
But I mean, DF need to escape as well, right? They can't afford to just hold TSM forever, otherwise they're going to then get held out when they approach. But here's the position you were talking about.
Oh, the bubble force, but big damage.
He was one bullet away from killing that team.
Well, you said you wanted to see an angle. He's got that angle, but now the rest of TSM need to be able to prioritize the damage he's been able to put down, and now you need to push if you do capitalize from it.
Scary moment here for TSM. Look at the clock. Look at the zone. It's going to be closing in 14 seconds, so it looks like TSM now going to
put enough pressure on him. He's got to go.
You would imagine, just to get out of this position and continue the game.
They've done the damage to just push DF back.
And they get it off. Yep. DF not going to be able to cancel it, which was the big worry.
TSM just about staying alive thanks to the positioning.
That was a big concern.
Well, here's Scars. They're involved in a fight as well.
RPR batting that off. RPR going down to a fantastic Valk pulse from INF, taking the middle, so now it's down to a 1v2 for Scars, but gets the KP point. That's 10 prides to INF. I don't know who that is. Show players on Paramount Plus yet? Yeah, I'm up to, I haven't watched episode 6, but I watched 1 through 5. It's really good. Really funny.
finishing that kill feed as well, reaching and Scars both eliminated as well. I'm speaking.
How are you, Corey? How you doing, my man? Have you been enjoying it?
FA Kitties were in this position a long time ago, and they know they can really capitalize from it. They need a big point game. Optic's still alive as well. FNC, Fnatic, they've taken a lot of damage. They've lost a couple of players as everyone tries to get into that building that it's still.
I envy that you have it subconsciously. Well, that's just a lot of time. A lot of time, a lot of effort. Because even that was back in like CS was where I really learned that. Being able to play without thinking. Just being able to like brain off, aim out, and like not play dumb. Because that's the way you gotta do it.
Well, they've 11 squads remaining, and the position they find themselves in, maybe the fairy tale is about to come true.
An Optic have almost guaranteed themselves a victory in this group, but they'd love to do it in emphatic fashion and with a 4-peat for sure. But there are still teams who could disrupt that if they do have that really impressive high kill game. Teams like EXO, Fnatic, Scars, who were all very close, but we saw Scars get eliminated a little bit earlier. Invictus Gaming still alive. They are within the playing field of top 3 as well.
And look at the teams.
Have beef with anyone or satisfaction from killing them?
Sweet and Nathan, one side, NRG, TSM, How and Reps on the other side. And on top of the tallest point.
But any good player in a good fight, I get satisfaction from killing. Because the goal is always just to be better than the player next to you, right?
They smell blood, they smell extra KP.
Big damage being done by
Like not good.
Gotta be a little bit careful here, a little bit of trepidation in the move coming in from Duplex to push off of that damage, but Optic
Started spam filming last night, but then you got on. Well, I'm sorry to get in the way. I think they actually let them go. I don't think they really wanted them to be there. What the hell are you doing? Be very aware that there's a... What? Okay. Like, I guess, but like, really? Don't even die. Oh, and dead. I think that's Furia. No, DF. NRG down, Fnatic. Okay. Yuka, great shot. Miss. And another great shot. Gets the top 4. And he's definitely just probably dead. Unless. Nope, definitely just probably dead. And he's dead. Down to a top 3. Down to Dreamfire, EXO. Another one. Another top team in there. Gonna be getting some more points. I don't think they're close enough.
A set of kills, they could still in theory take this first place position away from Optic Gaming. It is still doable. They have some KP, they have started to catch up because Optic Gaming
Warcraft thoroughly respect it. Oh, I know. I'm just saying it's like there's a straightforward path to getting it, you know what I mean? Like, that's the cool thing about gaming is like anyone can get better, and that's the only player you should compare yourself to is you yesterday. But it's pretty like there's a pretty direct path on how to get better. Like practice your aim. Just like pick things to practice for game sense, and then just play the game and practice, you know, and work on it. Won't make you worse, that's for sure, unless you are really dumb about it, or unless you like do it, like, you know what I mean? Unless you like actively practice the wrong things, like, you're like, okay, well I gotta like not do damage. They're back in ALGS. That's what I'm saying, Jimmy. I suppose I could have tried to be someone's sub, but it was so expensive to go out to Raleigh. Probably should have tried though, considering that it probably would have happened with the way the COVID tests were going. EXO gonna get another one, another win. Group stages. EXO looking really good today.
Not just in that game, but this entire group. They will rival Optic Gaming when it comes to those final points. That 12 points for winning is going to be huge for them. Did Optic Gaming do enough? Did they get enough kills? I think they would have.
I don't know how I got better this season, but raised my KD by 0.5. Very nice, Hector. Yes, I'm in winners. I am silly and forgot that. So there's 3 sets of groups, or 3 sets of group games. So we have. That was game 6. Very nice out of EXO. That was game 6. So now we are moving over.
And they're gonna land in the backside, but can they do it? They're getting Horizon open. They're getting sucked, fucked, everything possible. And the bubble does come out. The ult comes out from Mac as well, or Zach as well. And look at this. They are just getting
what is going on?
Unbelievably ability legends right now. And Zach going down, Brody going down.
Alb with the only playable spot. I was gonna say, did Alb know the spot? Did they know that? Can 3 people play there?
Which is why they didn't land there. But it's actually a decent spot.
Oh my!
Is he gonna fall off?
Is he gonna fall
Just
off?
turn.
Oh my
Holy shit! Albrelli almost falling off the map right there. That was absolutely terrifying. I thought he was done for sure. But this is holdable as a duo, Creek. This is actually really good.
Good, well-needed placement here as a duo.
Uses to be censored. I respect it. Truly.
Look who's back in the spot now. Surdell gets rats onto SSG. He eliminates SSG, and then Zanayo actually takes the spot back. And now AD with 11 kills running through the lobby here are going to be the ones to Falco one of the later times. And are they going to land near the boys over at C9?
I think this is playable area as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a good spot here. They're going to have to watch out to make sure Dark Zero doesn't apply too much pressure. And they have to watch out for the C9 boys also applying that pressure too. ZZ not even paying attention.
Great shots out of Parker.
Unbelievable shots going down right there. Yeah. And look at this. 100 Thieves has to move in. ODK has to move in. Everyone has to move in here. And we're going to watch the EA boys as they start to get shots to the bottom right side. AYM going down. F-Tie getting some knocks. And we're going to have Pulverix unbelievably eliminated by AYM.
Wow, massive nade in another one.
It's going crazy. Hell getting right down from above. Space Station eliminated. AYM eliminated as EA just fucking did damage there.
Did damage. They're showing the leaderboards now.
Playing the Valk now, though, and I wonder if that's making a big difference for the boys.
E8 clearing their entire edge here. They're going to be able to just walk up late, probably to where SNG best is
playing. AD going down right now to multiple teams. E6 and AD are fighting. This is going to be a shit show for the boys.
And then AD looks going down. I think they're going down. Partially to C9. Jen Burton coming through with the R9.
And Jen Burton's going to be on fire.
Going to be getting over on a flat line. Gets a new gun. Gets some ammo. Dark Zero looking in the best spot to win. Putting good damage down with the flat line. Gonna be holding main build. It's definitely the best spot to be. Although I don't mind C9 spot, assuming they can get wall or get up to the wall without much issue. The bummer is they lost their Gibby. Oh, Jade. When are you gonna start playing pro? After this series, I'll be back. I'm just waiting until teams shuffle and then I'll find my home.
The building as Dark Zero sits inside. So Dark Zero's going to be inside, E8 on top, and we're going to see C9 on the outside clip. And 100 Thieves, bro, Greek. Don't give it up yet. 100 Thieves is still alive along with Odic here. And there's the Valkyl, the feed face from 100 Thieves. Where are they going to go? Not many options. What are their choices here?
Good spot.
I like that call, Greek, but they're going to be in the mix of everything. They're going to have a huge Watson ulti. Not only that, bro, but they're going to have a huge Newcastle ulti here as well. They're going to just apply pressure down below. They're going to put some shots down below on the backside to make sure no one peeks. The Gen does come out. This is a great job, and I love this. I absolutely love this by 100 Thieves. What?
That is a good wall from Scurry.
That is a great wall from Scurry, and this is where Newcastle is one of the most diverse legends possible. They create spots and opportunities for many to actually work through, and spots that are not playable become playable.
The Watson's smart with this comp because it lets you actually play this without just dying for free from nades. But it had great team chemistry. Yeah, that team's probably not coming back. But top 10 in the world. That's very high praise. I don't know about top 10. I think I'd put myself realistically within the top 100 right now, though.
But Jen Burton is getting sucked. Can he stay alive here? He's going to be able to cross. They're going to be able to get back inside, but they're getting pressure from E8 on that back, and they have to watch their northeast, or this could be very bad.
They're okay. They have Caustic up in there. I don't see them giving this spot up.
Really good spot right now. They have a lot of good loot. They already have 7 kills under their belt here, and they're looking to wide swing something.
And look at this!
Oh,
holy shit! The
and then who's going up top?
Horizon Q goes crazy for the boys over at AD, and they're going to be alive.
Got AD on top?
So AD's still on the hype, bro.
So Parko holding it down.
The horizon. There we go. It's going to start to happen here. The ulti does come out. The bubble.
Arsenal going down.
Are they going to be good? They're getting shot.
Maybe I'll stall him out a little bit. Good shots coming out from Parka. Are they going to be able to? And they get a pick on Mercy.
Going down. Give him some mercy, baby. Jesus Christ.
Yeesh, getting poked at from everybody. Corone just trying to hold on, getting climbed at from every angle, playing Nazi zombies. It's getting brain dead or ran at. by everyone. They're just holding down the roof up top. Going to be put on seer scan as well. Just trying to hold on to what little space they have up there. Just trying to keep it. Just trying to relax. Trying to stabilize. Trying to get a hold of it. They're going to be alright though. Going to be trying to reset on the back side of the zone here. And they're going to get some thirst. Going to be getting some armor swaps. That's going to be E8. Looking like I think they're... And that's dead with Parka getting the final kill. So that's E8 eliminated. Another KP point going to 80. Doing a lot as a duo up there. Doing a lot. Getting a lot of placement. Putting down a lot of damage. Putting a lot of pressure out on these teams. It looks like this is going to be hashtag 100 Thieves W though. 100 Thieves in by far one of the best spawns for this area. And they're going to be trying to hold down the back here. Just poking around trying to spot the other team, but it looks like it's going to come down to... That's a really early wall.
Oh my god, the peaks by Anmu. That's a great job right there.
It's a great job, but it looks like they want the cover and then a good call. They just don't want to be the one spotted, but that's going to be a Horizon Q from AD, I think. And that's a Caustic Ult down. That's catastrophic. It's going to make it. They didn't have a Watson gen to deny the Caustic Ult, and that's going to be 100 Thieves going down. But he gets another kill. Vax going to find another. Gonna get it down into a 2v3, I think, but that's going to be Dark Zero, Jen Burton's team. Clutch in the W, a Caustic Ult killing pretty much all of 100 Thieves in an instant. That's tough. That's tough. If they had a Watson ult down, it would have caught the Caustic Ult, but they didn't, and so that's going to be... Yep.
Yeah, and that's what the Caustic dip is. And if think about this though, if Anmu had a gen down, that Caustic Ult gets eaten.
Yep.
So the
they
gen
win that
was
game if they get that Watson ult 2 seconds sooner.
Yeah, the gen was the lifesaver there. They didn't have it applied, and that's what actually hurt them.
Because that's the tough thing about... That's the tough thing about Castle, is that he is entirely subject to... Ooh, scoreboard. Nice. TSM in 10th. Oh, what they want to see. And just 3 points off of 7th instead. Tough.
Fans, guys. I don't even know if you can hear me.
Fans. Who are those guys? I don't think I know anyone.
Yeah, we can hear. Nice.
Worked.
Close your mouth. But
You too, buddy. Got the Sen jersey. I don't know if he knows this. They are not here.
Look at all the fans in the background, dude.
Senox, he plays the game sometimes, I think.
This guy's rocking a Sentinels jersey. Sentinels hadn't qualified for something since the Vietnam War. I can't believe this guy's rocking that jersey. That's incredible. But let's get the scores going on. I'll pull up my phone real quick and see how it goes.
That was our last game.
They would call for something since the Vietnam War.
AD, first place for this lobby after 6 games. Singularity.
This man flexed on a jersey of a team that is not there. They are at home. Look at the bright side. Think of how much you save on travel costs if you're Sentinels. A good showing from this bracket. I'm gonna need a bracket from these boys right here. So we got Optic, the sturdy first EXO, almost pulling it out. Fnatic, a team I did not expect to see do well, with a nice 3rd place out of them. Dreamfire, another team I didn't expect, with a 4th place. Scars, love that out of them. An unfortunate loss on Monday. Last tournament to COVID, but with the full team, a nice 5th place. IG with RKN as a sub, getting a sturdy 6th. Alliance in 7th. A team that probably could have done better. I'm not gonna lie, Alliance, a very strong team, winning, I think, multiple rounds of group stages last time, but that's okay. Or won all of groups with 120 something points, had a really good last LAN. Not the start they would have wanted, but they can bring it back. Team Liquid in 8th, I know they can do better than that, and I know that they can do better than that. I'm sad to see them down in 8th. Burger in 9th, a really good team, but doesn't look like they were having the best day. TSM in 10th, that's really unfortunate. Duplex
for us, so
he sounded really
we got
nervous.
Some new strategies coming up, but obviously I don't want to say it. Hopefully they work.
Yeah, don't tell them.
Yeah, it's just like we're not good on survey zones. That's about it. Yeah. So and we had 2 in a row, so just ended up dying, Valk ulting, and couldn't move. So many snipers in the game.
So sometimes it happens like that, that's for sure. Now you did then go into back-to-back wins, and that was more than impressive. Did you start to feel a huge that?
Yes, we did. We were trying to go for 4 in a row.
Look at the sweat.
It didn't work out. So
Look at the sweat.
I wish we would have gotten that 4 in a row.
Or
He
there
looks
would
so
have been something
nervous.
super special as well.
Oh,
And then obviously
man.
you
They're
guys
playing
are
so well
notorious,
today,
right,
though.
for not stopping once you start going. Do you
They're
feel like
playing
you've got the
so
momentum?
well today, though. They're gonna go in for another.
I think they'll bounce back strong in their next set of 6.
I think so
But
too.
we saw a lot of teams today come to play. AD
So
by far played the best.
By far, not even a
They
question.
came
Maybe just
out and
nervous.
they were
Yeah, he's
slaying.
just nervous. I mean, they just won, so I don't think he's
7
sad.
teams dropping 16 kills at land is crazy.
They just won their
Everyone's,
round.
So scared and so protective of like their life that actually having them lose and get dominated, bro, is crazy. It's actually crazy.
What's going on in the back
So
here?
overall, what a fucking good start today. How long is the break? Did it say?
So we have an hour.
We have an hour.
The next
an
set of
hour.
games starts at 6:15.
Holy shit! So chat, we're gonna
Yeah,
go
an
take
hour.
probably a 45-minute break.
Cloud9
Probably good
in
for
the
our voices
official chat.
We'll be back in 45 minutes. So put the Be Right Back cam on. We'll see y'all then. Chat, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to do extra merch.
we
in the
got a
chat.
while
Want
to
some
go.
Nice week merch, bro. It's not a green screen merch. Thank you guys for just being here.
It's
Me and
not a
Greek
green
appreciate
screen
you a
merch.
lot.
Does he
I hope you
really?
enjoyed. It's only gonna get more hype throughout the week.
That's good. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go take a little break. I'm gonna take a little break and get some food, a little nap or something. I don't know. Then we will be back at 3:15. What he said. I think that's when broadcast starts. We'll probably just show up with broadcast. No, okay, matches start at 3:15. So yeah, I'll be back in 1 hour at 3:15 for another set of 6. Excited for that one. That'll be a good set of games. We have groups A versus C, B versus D. I'll have better graphics next time. I need to pull the Liquipedia up because I think they have the Liquipedia running for this. The Liquipedia up for the next one. Yeah, I'll be back. Love you guys. All right, I'll see you in. Insert stopwatch here. I have no idea. In an hour. An hour almost on the dot. Was that Tush in the crowd with the Budweiser shirt? It sure was. With the Budweiser sweater on deck. He was ready. He was prepared. Alrighty guys. See you in an hour. Love y'all. Catch you then. Alright. Later. Bye bye.